Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Yes and Dragons. We are Chicago's #1, returning from break.
Not a Baldur's Gate free stream.
Not a Baldur's Gate 3 stream. Live play, actual play, coming to you from Chicago Role Players Guild in Rogers Park, where you can come play too, and you should. Because this place is rad. So, all right, we're gonna have everybody. Oh, I'm Jaime. Sorry, I forgot. Hi. We're gonna have everybody do this thing that I didn't do. We're gonna have everybody introduce themselves and describe their character. Just at the moment that we left off at the last second. Start with Parker.
Parker, I play Sam Seraph, and he's not having like what I will call a good time. Gods exploded out of his head, and it was not great.
I'm Esther English Arkel. I play Nadezhda Irinsu, booked in a pharmacy. Metaphorically. Next.
I'm Libby
Oh, it's so
Kramer. I play Cordelia Freist, Vice President of Logistics of Ardent Innovations, the Dairy Queen, Vexen Saint of Lullabies, Inheritor of the Stopgap, President of Freist right now, and currently silenced.
That's the problem. So many executives are silent.
Yeah.
I know. It's really an underrepresented group.
And I'm Carissa Lenning, and I play Shibble Shibble. Locked in and locked in.
That's an experience.
Oh yeah, that is an experience for sure. Also, I'm wearing a shirt that we made of my friend. This is my friend's name, Jarvie. And it was that game TKO.
Oh, yeah.
And like I very drunkenly ordered the shirt when I thought I was ordering a pizza when we were playing TKO.
I had like 3 TKO shirts.
So I found this in the closet. I was like, oh my God, I still have that? Hell yeah.
Yes, and Dragons Jackbox Night when?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Yes, with our patrons.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, that's a really good idea. Let's make a note of that. I'm gonna write that down.
Okay, do we have a
Cool.
Chicago quiz?
So I have a Chicago fact. I found.
Ooh, okay.
Did you know that let me find my tab. George Streeter tried to create his own city.
Streeterville?
Well, yes, but he tried to create a city on a sandbar in Lake Michigan in the late 1800s, and then it was filled in, and now that neighborhood is called Streeterville. So that's our Chicago fact for today.
Ooh.
It's a relatively simple one, if a more
Literally
absurd
built
one.
his house on sand.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
literally.
Love it.
Also, I'm assuming that he's related to the city of Streeter, that is like an hour outside of here in some way. That's where there was a tornado yesterday, like a really
And
big
presumably
tornado.
that city is not built on a sandbar.
It is not. It is not.
Maybe
it is
he brought sand to put it on a sandbar. Import your own
just like
sandbar.
one handful of sand, like some symbolic gesture. Yeah. What? Apparently this is filled in with radioactive lantern mantles, whatever that means.
What? Wait, I'm sorry.
The debris that they use to fill it in is has radioactive lantern mantles, and you can't dig more than an inch in Streeterville without having to check the dirt, apparently. So that's fun. I don't know if that's true.
So if I go
This
outside
is
my
Reddit.
school in Streeterville with a spade and just start digging, I'll die.
I think maybe you won't, but like maybe the people nearby might get sick.
Ooh.
Lantern man.
I don't know what that is.
I assume it's like
Googling now.
things that are glowing to make a lantern, like
Hey, that autofills when you Googled it.
a radium or something.
Let's find out.
Marcus, I know what we have to do when we go back
Traditional
to school in
gas
the fall.
lantern mantles historically contained thorium dioxide to produce a brilliant bright white light when heated. Because thorium is a naturally radioactive element, as is potassium, by the way.
Yeah.
These mantles
Bananas.
emit
Yeah.
Yeah.
alpha and gamma radiation.
Cool. Don't put it in a microwave, or do, and it'll glow. I don't know. Yeah. So there you go.
Wow.
That's today's Chicago facts. So we are coming back today to the main campaign, which we left off at a moment of tension,
A cliffhanger.
a bit of a
perhaps.
cliffhanger. Yeah. And we're gonna try to, as a group, summarize the events of episode 27 as quickly as possible.
So last time we got Gale and Withers, and Sam broke the Paladin
Oh
O.
my god! And then the game crashed.
Okay.
Goblins no longer exist.
Okay. We're gonna do this. Okay. What happened was we tried to cache, we unlocked Freist info and gave it to Nadira Yu, who had nothing really substantive to give to us and was never going to. We all wandered off to a prison where, was it your friend
Oh yeah, Echo was being
Echo
held there. She
was
just
being held?
gave us a piece of paper that said, "Please release Echo," and there was no one to give it to.
Yeah. We all thought we'd take the car. I, as a human being, said, no, that's a 10-minute walk, and locked eyes with Jaime at that moment and knew I made a mistake. No, I didn't. But as it turned out, as we walked towards this prison, things kept getting magically dampened and weirded out. Cordelia was silenced. Sam got something like a headache or something.
Well, that came later.
And we all went to the prison and found pretty much no guards there and a lot of incredibly malnourished, barely conscious people there, including
We did what anyone would do and attempted to let everyone out of the prison.
yeah, including Hamzen, Cordelia's
act
sister,
as
and
the
Echo.
murderer.
Shibbol's skill indoors came in handy. Our thieves' tools came in handy. What didn't come in handy was I think no one has any healing. I think you healed.
I healed. I used up all of my healing.
Yeah.
in prisoners.
Which was really useful. So your head, you started, I think, bleeding out of every
It
organ.
was a real like Zeus like birthing Athena situation.
Yeah.
Like just God straight out of the head.
Who's ready for Sam's baby shower?
Well, straight from Widow Winter to baby shower.
Yeah, that's how you know it was a good warm.
Nadezhda was off in a pharmacy trying to get something. Sam dropped and had a god birth out of his head. The pink sun, I think, poured itself into a human being on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of human being. Think like a neon light in the shape of a person.
And it went to war with, I guess, a big kind of
Well, no, it started running at something
started running at something.
at full speed at like
And the
50
Iron
plus feet
Lord had
tall.
something going
And
on.
then something rose out of the ground in a different direction. So this thing's running from A to B, and then something came out at point C and
Right, well,
started going
It came
towards
out,
A.
the headquarters from Evil Facebook. Evil
So-
Facebook.
That's where that's where Pink Man came
So picture this as like a study in, I guess, acute and oblique angle.
from. Yes, yeah.
And that is where we are. Scattered. One of us dropped down on the floor and
I
very
think all of
confused.
us are on the floor.
I'm in a pharmacy.
I don't remember.
I'm on the floor upstairs.
Yeah.
Also, just a side tangent, if you remember from the Plexus, simultaneously an enormous crystal tree has sprouted out of the Iron Lord.
Oy, yes. I don't know any of this. I'm in a Walgreens.
The drug dealer has found
Slowly,
the
like
drugs.
loading up my sweatshirt, my cardigan with boxes of gauze,
You're looting?
antibiotic creams, hemorrhoid preparation. It can't hurt.
All the Sudafed she can carry.
You need enema solution for enema guy.
We're going to make meth.
But I feel like since it's best
Fantasy meth.
actual drugs, like hardcore drugs back there too.
Yeah.
Cocaine.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it is the pharmacy, which is the only in High Arcadia. So
I hear like
the good stuff.
boom, boom, woof. More stuff. And there we are.
Okay. So we're gonna say that you have come out of the pharmacy. You're just sort of standing outside the pharmacy.
Okay. Well, I wonder what is happening.
Of
You've just got like a shopping cart you've stolen from.
Yeah.
yeah.
one shaky wheel.
As you stare, sort of confused and also like a little bit irritated at the sky. I think so. You guys see the silver, massive, like almost moon-like orb flying out of the Visage and Codex building. The Athenion, like pink godman is like bright pink is like running. Bright pink is like running at towards something, and I think what you see is, because you're outside, you're on the side, but you're on the ground, and your eyes are, I'm assuming, clothing, because you're screaming, and
and all my hair burned off.
all your hair is burned
I'm
out.
upstairs in Frey's
Yeah,
jail.
you're upstairs. I assume you're carrying people still.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I was getting.
We're trying to
prisoners
break
out of the room.
everybody out.
Yeah.
Which we crit on.
I just want to make sure that I have the correct people looking at the sky, which is just Nadezhda at the moment.
Oof.
In a shopping cart.
You
Just
see,
go back into the pharmacy and get like a poncho to put on.
you
I think she
see,
takes one of those pharmacy sunglasses.
the reading glasses, sunglasses that are, yeah.
Transitions left.
Yeah.
Slowly, it's getting darker. She looks at the glowing man.
You see a giant crystal tree tower grow up in the middle of the Iron Ward. At the same moment that this happens, the whole ground quakes, and there's a screen like steel in a factory wrenching open at 10,000 degrees, and and like this giant neon pink man skids to a stop and looks over at the Iron Ward, and then from behind is clobbered by a moon.
No one's gonna believe you when you come back to talk to us.
Oh, this is not my business.
a moon, the giant orb of Mercury.
Oh,
But,
it's not like
It's not Raquel or Brian.
no. No, it's like a giant silvery wet.
It's a Jehoover.
It's a Jehoover. And this Jehoover clobbers this giant man, and they go tumbling in one unified cohesion through the city streets of the Lowlight district, and it's like kaiju, right? Just a giant rip through the ground, buildings collapsing, like immediate fires and like screaming. And
But if Godzilla movies have taught me anything, the only way to fight a kaiju is to get another kaiju.
there are two kaijus fighting right now.
We get a third
You
kaiju.
need a third kaiju. Well, there was a third one apparently. I guess you don't know this, but the show knows this, because there was a third kaiju attempt in the Iron Ward, which is maybe the thing that caught this giant pink neon man's attention. So
So the pink sun is gone, right?
so the pink sun poured itself
became this
into
man.
the shape of this man.
Right. But it's not in the sky.
No. It's now a person running. No, now it's a ball of mercury and pink neon that is like tumbling through like neighborhoods in the Lowlight district, and like crosses into the river of the center of the city, and then like both of them stand up and face each other, and they like start to like go into like battle animations, and there is a full-fledged kaiju battle.
Okay. I pick up the pace a little bit. And I get out my phone to just quickly check my social feeds, because I know I asked my brother to like pop a bottle of Beck's and champagne on camera if he needed me. Do I see that?
No, you don't see that.
No. Phone goes back in.
So you make your way back to
I want to stare at them. They're fighting.
where are you going? Like,
Back to jail.
Back to the
Free-
jail.
You're going back to the okay. So then we'll do that. Yeah. So we will just sort of bring the scene back. You guys have freed the building. You have Tamsin. One of you two has Tamsin.
Yeah, Tamsin and Echo are both on the ground floor because we brought the high profile people down.
You are outside. You are unconscious at this point. And I think truly we're not gonna take this moment any further. You guys basically meet up again.
Okay, so I guess I would see Sam. I guess the first thing I can do is I have the amulet
Oh,
that allows me to heal
your
people.
pearl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I sort of take it out, look at Sam on the ground, nudge him with my foot a little to make sure he's not faking.
And you're like, hey, you haven't checked all your HP. You shouldn't be unconscious.
What is this narrative?
Sniff him. Is he drunk? No. And tap into the fact that everyone has a consciousness that is precious to the world. And therefore we are all in it together.
And therefore all life is worth infinite value and all life is worth the same.
And it
Don't hit her with the witness
100%
question
ruins my
again.
day. And I heal you for 7 points,
Wow.
which is not quite 8.
But also more than I have damage. So
Yeah.
the 8 would not. I didn't
So-
need 8.
And then I
on
get,
your way over,
I because you're bleeding, I tuck a bit of hemorrhoid cream into your pocket.
Did bandages? Did you get any bandages from the
I did have bandages.
just like a little kid bandage. Just
yeah, a little like butterfly bandage. Yeah,
Like you cracked your head.
yeah. So like as you're doing this, you see combat happening, this like literal kaiju battle that's destroying parts of the city. The river is being like dredged up, redirected like in front of you. And like
If anyone wants to drink some, it gives you mentacles or kills you.
I really hope the kaiju don't get mentacles.
Ooh.
And I think when you have this thought for a second, you're like, oh no, they might get mentacles. You see you see Jehoover disengage.
Marcus,
What?
reduce spend of fear.
So you can't. No, there's no spear pending it this way because we're not doing any rolls right now. Yeah, we can roll save it. I will use it. But this is we're just finishing that scene and setting the context for the next one. So the
I
next
heard the term. I hope the kaijus don't grow.
mentacle. You were like, well, I would like that.
think they
Yes,
should.
please. I would like the mentacle button for the god
Hey,
kaiju.
I'm adding spear fending to the bass bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see these two gods, I mean, just literally going at it. One is amorphous and completely fluid and able to like shape itself completely around the other, which is like this one is like some sort of like glowing heat energy and magical radiance and like divine presence. And between the two, as they like literally are just like almost like fusing and trying to fight each other in this sort of primordial chaos, you watch a little tear begin in space. In the scene between them. And
Fucking people.
we
could probably get on a boat to like Vex or something.
Good.
I wasn't on board with that till now, but at this point,
see the
Lactase.
when this happens, we see after a little while the Colossus, the Neon Colossus, drops to a knee heaving, like it almost like it's breathing. And that's so funny. And we watch 300 or so freed prisoners. And you, I assume you'll probably carry Sam. Sam is unconscious, but alive at this point.
and
No, you're not. No. We'll see.
Like in terms of marked
In terms of marked HP, you are back. Yeah, but yeah, narratively, yes. So you're still wounded.
God won't let you be alive right now.
And you all cut to, you walk back to the apartment, and you all cut to. It is 2 weeks later.
Oh, it's almost my birthday, and it's Jintara.
It is Jintara.
Am I still silent?
No, your voice is
Thank
back.
goodness.
Well, I
Tamsin.
think that we take Tamsin and Echo
Oh, yeah, we're
with us.
taking Tamsin
Yeah,
and Echo
yes.
with us. We're not letting them be with the riffraff.
So what day is it?
It is 2 weeks later.
Do
Exactly.
we remember?
It was the last day of Thuvain.
Yeah, I can
So-
pull up the calendar.
Wait, literally, my birthday is Jintara 15th, so like it's actually probably like tomorrow.
Okay.
And we're all like, oh shit.
Oh, thank you, Dash. Thank you for wishing Cordelia, not Libby the player, happy birthday.
I go into my closet for my to get my like bucket full of cheddar popcorn and my rock with
So yeah, your birthday is the day after this. It's Thuvain 14th.
Jintara 14.
No, it's
Yeah.
Thuvain.
No, it's not Thuvain. We've been
Oh, sorry, Jintara. I apologize. It's Jintara 14.
It is a new month.
Yeah.
Walt.
for the it's Jintara.
Taylor Swift's astrological.
Yeah, it's legacy.
It's legacy. Before the night before today, so on the 13th evening, there was an aurora in the sky.
Oh wow, for Cordelia Eve.
And
Is Cordelia one of those people who's like, it's my birthday month?
yeah, I feel like
100%.
that's me.
Nobody ever celebrated her birthday. Let her have it.
Your sister is awake. She hasn't
Mhm.
spoken. She doesn't leave your side. She grips your.
She's just my silent little
Yeah.
shadow.
Yeah,
I put my lizard in her pocket.
I guess I'll send
Echo is not awake.
Echo's
Yeah,
been unconscious this whole time.
Echo's unconscious still.
But what about Sam?
Sam is awake. You have a brand new scar. It is jagged, goes up the center of your head like your head ripped open. And now the sides of your skull have fused together with a cool silver streak, a jagged line like marbling with mercury, but it's like solid,
Wow.
rock hard. And other than that, like you still have bruises, you know.
Need a new mini.
Yeah, you will. And you are otherwise more or less recovered. There is a constant sense in the background that you have this sound you can barely hear. And you feel lighter.
and has tinnitus. Okay.
He kind of does. Like,
Misophonia.
yeah, I have misophonia.
So are we keeping Echo in our house? I
And
presume.
what about the other 300? Do we
Yeah,
just
where
leave
are
them
my
in jail to
employees?
die?
You guys can. I'm gonna let you guys
We
decide what
release
you
them
want
at the
to
very
do with
least.
this.
But I want to try to recruit as many of them as possible.
Yeah, I want to say
On your birthday, sorry,
Oh.
real quick. On your birthday, you have a meeting with Lady Monks because she wants to know who freed all 300 of them, and you probably haven't told her it was
Oh,
you.
can Sam's meeting with Cordelia also be on her birthday?
Yes, it can.
I wanted a party and all. I have terrible meetings. Marcus redeemed spend a fear. Oh, wait, no, that's from before.
Yeah,
Somehow
well-
it scrolled way back.
You have a long lunch with Shibble Chablay.
I will spend a fear on this.
Like it's a we're badge buddies.
Yeah.
Did we do exactly that in this exact moment? Exactly.
Oh, I'm my jacket.
I've never seen a more perfect and accurate role play moment.
I also feel like Shibble Badge definitely gets shut in an elevator or something.
Oh yeah, for sure. She just flew into the elevator door.
Oh,
But you actually pull it back.
and I guess.
Break the
Yeah,
elevator
yeah,
door.
yeah.
Well, I was gonna say I probably requisitioned one of the burning face buildings and stopped it from burning to put all of my employees in. But then Ardent would probably find them, right?
We could also get a fuse to finally be useful in some way.
Hey, imagine you show up at your ex-girlfriend's house with 300 employees.
And listen, I take these people in and make them part of my organization.
It's not her house, it's her commune. And this is what they're supposed to be doing.
That's true. So
They
yeah,
just haven't been doing
you
it.
get to determine how much information you've given Leo Monks. The entire city's attention has been on the fact that it watched two gods fight.
Nice.
Yeah, what happened to the gods?
The Athenian god has his name is now known. It is Photail. Yeah, P-A-E-L, potato.
Spell it that
Yes,
you
yes.
like wiped the last 10 seconds of my memory.
P-H-O-T-A-E-L, photail, like
Photovoltaics.
kind of, yeah, like Raphael, but with photo.
Yeah.
And so the entire city's attention has been on that, and the fact that there has been a crazy PR push from Vision and Codex to create a very positive, very warm and friendly public perception of Jehovah.
Oh.
Including a bunch of signal rights public worships in evenings, every evening.
Hey, Shivo, you want to go to Signal Rights for my birthday? I think it might be fun to join another cult.
So are they just like out now?
Wander
You'll just be out and about, and a Jehovah just floats by.
Yes. Not like all the time, but like in the sense that like this is a city with gods that are physically manifest. Sometimes they walk by. In the case of
Do they shrink?
I mean sometimes, yeah.
Turn around and walk the other way.
So like they seem to be able to pretty significantly affect their shape and their size. Not to the point like I mean, they're massive still, like on a one-on-one scale. But when you met Jehovah in person, it was pretty big. This was when the combat in the street probably made it twice as big.
What happened to the hole in the sky?
Which hole in the sky?
You said
The one
like,
Which hole in the sky?
a hole was open in the
I'm
sky.
mad now.
I said Nadezhda saw a tiny rip.
Oh, okay. So it's not like
In
You see
reality,
it.
in the sky. That there's no evidence of this there, but you feel it.
I don't want to get into that. Nadesha does not feel like mentioning it.
Okay.
So I'll say that Echo is in my room at Sam's house because I probably have been staying in my office house.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I want to have a conversation with Anishta.
Okay.
Like a business opportunity for you. Okay. Opportunity.
The Jehuber.
People say that the crystals from that tree make you super high. Problem. It's really hard to get to. Solution. Go down to the rock shop and get a bunch of quartz and sell it as if it's crystals from that tree.
Can't we just get salt?
Well, sure, yeah.
There we go.
You guys are you're gonna sell counterfeit Elspeth body.
I start workshopping names for.
You know what? We need to cut it with baby laxative too. That's
What?
you do. You gotta cut your drugs.
Oh.
We can't cut salt with something that's more expensive than salt. What's the husband doing?
Oh my god.
Because that's gonna hurt.
Haven't you heard of like the facility of it clears out your sinuses? Salt water.
Yeah, but you don't.
So
Hey,
Nadezhda
salt and Florida.
buys a bunch of neti pots and sells them with crystallized salt and makes a good profit. I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
crit.
Roll
I
the
want
drug
it so
deal.
much.
Crit.
Wait. Oh, it was a fool's crit,
Oh,
but it was.
that's still pretty good.
I'm going to use my feat, which is a +5 for breaking beige, to make it a 20 with hope.
A 20 with hope.
Thank you very much.
Mark your hope. I am going to spend a fear here.
The
No!
fear.
Marcus's fear. What Marcus's fear does here is you do this one sale. You make a good name for yourself. People start to report having like brain eating planaria from your the actual like physical neti pot. So
They're not using distilled water.
they're probably using river water.
They're all getting
That's on that.
tentacles.
Yeah.
It's the mentacle epidemic. The war on mentacles.
Nadezhda
The wor-
marks, let's say, another 5,000 intercredits and
I get cut of that for coming up with this idea.
10%.
Oh, that's fair.
And So 4,500 Inter credits, bringing me up to 80 or 5. And reworks it so it's an enema. Next time around.
All enema.
God enema.
Enema guy can be your distributor.
Yeah,
He still works
we
for
know
me.
a guy.
So there we go.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Set up a clinic.
So what did we do
that
with
a
all
worse
the
place
near-dead prisoners, Guy? Did we decide on that?
I probably put them in one of the burning Freist buildings, but like I was like,
but not burning.
but not burning anymore. But I was
Okay,
like,
can
guys,
can we move the fuse people in to take care of them?
I'm not. You can
Who's
have.
taking care of them?
I can.
They're
are you
not. They're
still
not all
living in my base?
unconscious.
Are you still living in my base?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I want to move these people into there.
All 300.
Almost all of them are awake. The only ones that
Yeah.
were notably unconscious were like
It's
were
just up to you,
Tamsin,
the
Any of
Echo,
them who are willing to
so they were
hear
like
me out on my.
a roll.
Well, these are my employees. Let I remind
There were
you.
11 total unconscious people
Okay.
upstairs.
Well, those people.
Of them, all of them have woken up except for Echo.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I guess they are moved into a Freist building.
Yes. Are they grateful to me, their new roller?
Roll for gratitude.
Roll, make a presence check.
I would give myself disadvantage of the, or not. I would give myself an anti-experience if I could, but I won't. But I do get advantage actually
We'll call it anti-experience a trauma.
for my privilege.
Yeah.
Okay, it's with hope.
Okay.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. My presence is a 2, or no, it's just a 1. 7 on the hope, or on the duality die, plus 1 on the advantage die, plus another one is a 9 with hope.
It's about right.
I think that you think that they are very thankful.
I think at this point, Sam's like doing the hard style.
They don't get a
Of-
choice though.
Of like,
I own
they're
their
still-
debts.
see, that's their point. They're saying, I own your debt. I'm just asking you to help free everyone. So, I mean, do what you want, but like,
Make a presence check.
Ooh.
okay, I'm
Gonna
definitely
pay
doing
your
the
employees?
full presence. Just trying to hope to add my strength to this.
Nuts.
Either really good or really bad.
So that's 19, 22, 23.
Listen, I need at least the senior shipping captain.
Okay. So here's what happens with a
can't
23 with
them.
fear. The senior shipping captain is exactly the first person to come over to you.
No.
And this leads to great conflict between the two of you.
Sam, you
Look.
cannot take this one.
I'm
But you get like 2/3 of the people, so like 120
Talk
people.
to the captain and be like, look, Cordelia, that you're on their side, but you're gonna go undercover for me.
Yeah, I
and
think,
infiltrate.
I'm gonna spend a fear on this and say that he agrees, and that's the fear of split fate.
Okay. Given that Sam wants his little hideout back, I'm going to go to one of the rips in the ground. And whenever I need to,
Well, now you're gonna
Sleep?
make me feel bad for kicking you out if you live in a hole in the
I
ground.
hope you do.
You live in the apartment.
No, thank you. You get my orphan because she was really Tammany, because she was really into Tamsin.
Okay, Tamsin is
So-
holding on to, or
Tammy's holding on to Tamsin,
who's
who's holding on to
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
You also get the enema guy. You can have him.
Wanted. I
He's just like nobody wants me.
I think he stayed at the Brace Tower anyway. And I
How's
just
he
used
supposed to
Blink
sell your
Out to go
drugs?
into one of the abandoned fungal buildings
Oh,
Oh,
whenever I need
the
to.
underfed.
nice. Yeah.
The underfed.
Okay. So
Make it all nice. Take my tree and my little have my trees in my pockets so they have enough light during the day.
so you've made a little like archaeology dig out of
A
like
little
a little campsite. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you narrated that there
Yeah.
were whole
Yeah. Yeah.
cliff.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Like
So
it
I've
just-
essentially retaken over one of
Oh,
those.
thank you, Dash.
And I still have my
thank you.
orphans, like Aaron with an E,
Two
et cetera.
important question. Do I still have custody of the daddies?
Yeah,
God.
Jerry and
Yeah.
Golden
But
Daddy.
they're assigned to me.
No,
That's
they
different.
no, you don't have custody of them.
Yeah.
They loved the recording studio I built them.
That's true, but they are fully Sam's like
But
guard dogs.
Canonically, they
Yeah.
were about to start reporting, and then all the magic.
Yeah. The magic is slightly back on now. Things are not looking good for the magic stability of the networks of the spell grid, but there are places where there's magic hotspots that are sort of stable. Overall, the spell grid is essentially down except for in spots. Yeah. So in my head, you guys are sort of like, it's now like the afternoon of the day before your birthday, and like you show up with like rope on your shoulder from your from
Well,
going.
I have blink out, so I can just blink in and out to this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as Nadeshda has hope.
In fact,
to
I
teleport.
have Phantom Retreat, so I can literally just set a beacon
Oh, that's great.
also. So I have multiple ways of getting into my house
Okay.
that no one else would have. So it's actually pretty secure.
And the houses are built in a way that's like they're really like open and spacious.
Yeah.
The ones that hang from the
I
ceiling.
put my erotic fungal nude up on the wall.
Oh, you find a place where there's like one erotic fungal nude already, and then you can balance it perfectly with a second one.
Yeah. With like my two sacred
yes.
plants in between.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's really
tasteful.
pretty.
Yeah. And a Bex and Holy hanging above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
have a great
real-
place. I
Yeah.
really like your place.
It's an eclectic space.
I like that Sam spent all this money on getting us a townhouse, and we're all like, there.
Well, I am a drug dealer who's being hunted by two sorcerers, two incredibly powerful ancient sorcerers. So I do kind of need
And you have a business to run.
True.
Yeah.
so
you have a cult to fund and
a
operate.
revolutionary organization / cult.
Yeah. Especially with Echo gone right now.
yeah.
So, what about you? What are you doing?
I'm Cordelia's security detail.
So you're everywhere Cordelia is over this time? Okay.
I know
makes sense.
Chibble.
Um,
Chibble's coming with me to that meeting tomorrow.
I think
Without
the chef at the office apartment has been making you like daily lunch bags of soup. And like now has like a standard set of like shibble shaped straws that are like your juice boxes, kind of like that like they're like Capri Sun, but it's like full soup. And
I
you
feel
can
like
just
this is definitely a product that's also being marketed.
it is you actually have so one of the things that happened to you the most obviously since this whole thing happened is that you have been inundated with with brands reaching out to be the face of a specific thing, and you have with the chef the opportunity to launch your own brand.
Chibble, do it.
What would it even be?
Chef Chiblet.
Chef,
The
yeah,
soup pouches with the straws?
Bobby
That's my
Chiblet.
brand?
Bobby Chablet. Yeah, it'd be soup pouches with shibble face straws with boba straws.
Just imagine you sipping clam chowder.
Yeah, with a whole potato. So yeah, that's a thing that's happening for you. Is you've been having talks with the chef. And okay, yeah. So what do you guys want to do?
I want wax so we can find out what this does.
We have wax, don't we? Is there wax here? I thought
No.
there was wax here.
Just conceptual wax.
Oh, okay.
Narrative
Yeah,
wax.
yeah,
Wax of the mind.
my wax.
Chibble, let's go to craft store. You want to go to the craft store?
Sure.
This is your birthday?
No,
Day
this is the day before.
Okay.
I don't expect Chibble to get me a birthday present.
only one name was mentioned there. So yeah, you go to the craft store. They have tons of wax.
All right, let's just buy a whole shelf of wax.
Shelf?
Yeah, we don't know it. We might need it. And like we have unlimited money now, so
I don't think that's how businesses work, but okay.
How businesses that you're trying to undermine when they can't do anything about you work.
Oh, okay.
We buy you just one modest shelf of wax.
Is it like a shelf made out of wax?
No, it's just like the shelf on a Michael's, but full of sealing wax.
We'll take a block of wax and pull it apart to see if there's a Baby Bell cheese in it.
Ooh.
There is not.
We can
there's
go to
not.
a grocery store and get some Baby Bells too if you want.
If it's the baby
You
well
can
wax
have
that
wax.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you get all your waxes. You just I like it.
Let me pencil in Shibble's Baby
I
Bell
don't got the
supply to
wax.
the budget.
On 1,000 baby bells, as the ritual dictates.
Yeah, imagine getting your soul signed away
Shibble.
with Baby Bell wax.
Shibel cheese.
Yes.
Yeah, so we get a modest supply of sealing wax.
What is a modest supply to Cordelia phrase?
Just like a shelf from the store
A
of
shell?
sealing wax. Oh, like
She
an end
literally
cap.
walked past with the cart.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, you guys, you come home with an obscene amounts of different, like, small, little, like this big size chunks of wax in as many different colors and like mixes of colors and textures and like
Yeah.
And you just start like stamping everything. Like it's like the grocery list. You give it like a wax seal.
Well, it does something magical, so maybe I will not. Yeah, that's right, Will. A shelf is a standard unit of measuring wax. Yeah.
There's 100 Baby Bells to a shelf.
Okay, so now that we have
6 grams for a baby bell.
now that we have this wax, who wants to be present when we test the phrased signet?
I mean,
Well,
hell yeah.
I'll
If
be
this is
there.
gonna go horribly. I need to see this.
Stamp.
Yeah.
Shibble has requested to be the first thing stamp.
It doesn't seem like maybe we should do a piece of paper first.
Nadezhda sneaks in with executive order on as just a minor executive and comes in and puts like a package of with a birthday
like a sign
package
to order.
in it with a
Oh wow!
gray wrapping, a beige card.
Somebody sent me a birthday present. That's so exciting.
Wait, are we up to your birthday? Or is it still the day?
No,
No.
it's the day
Tomorrow.
before. It's a
I don't
whole
know.
afternoon early.
Yeah, and it's literally just one of those. Someone's gone into like their gift closet and picked out everything, like a pine. Oh no, it'll be a
There's a
beeswax candle and
A blanket.
a sleep mask and beeswax balm and a cheddar popcorn tin and a little thing of chocolate almonds and a rock with an inscription carved in it, but it's Vex, so like believe or love.
Yeah,
And
and I'm
it's
like
just-
trying to
so it
sound it
says-
out in
It
Vexen.
says rock.
No, it says do what you want, you will anyway. And
And I'm trying to sound it out because my Vexen is not great.
that's very
Pretty
funny.
Yeah, so you come in
yeah,
disguised to
There you
deliver
go.
me a birthday present. Oh, thank you.
drop the disguise. Yeah.
Oh, Nadezhda the whole time.
Happy day.
That's pretty funny. Thank you so much, Nadezhda. Are you wanting me to sign for this?
Go ahead.
Okay, we'll melt some wax and stamp the sign for this for
That's very funny.
and see what happens.
If Shibble really wants to be stamped first, I say we do it.
Well, I'll let you choose.
Ink and stamp the form.
Okay.
Just in case it like bursts into flames or something.
I am
Yeah.
relieved. Yeah.
Okay, so what are you looking for in there?
Marcus spent a beer.
I just wanna
We will.
The
Don't worry, we'll get there.
does. You said it's a very powerful magic item and
Yes.
none of us know what it does.
Every time we do
Okay.
something, Marcus is like, let's make it worse.
Yeah.
We'll say that this is something that you did across this 2 week span.
Okay, yes.
I'm
So
gonna put up my arcane sense just
That's very smart. When we used it without the wax, it just made weird arcane symbols appear to everyone else, and I saw nothing.
yeah.
So I'm guessing this time I'll also see nothing and be very frustrated by it. But you guys will probably see something.
So basically what you discover over time is that anything put into a box or a container or like something that like
I'm not stamping the box of moan.
that is then stamped with this.
Too much.
Uh-huh.
People can't read it except for you.
Ooh. That's really cool.
So
Shibble, if I stamp you, no one will be able to read you.
we have to put it. It has to be in a
box.
closed.
So you need a box big enough for Shibble.
Shibble already has a box big enough for
Yeah, that's true.
Shibble.
We have a Shibble credit.
Yeah.
I'll stamp it next time we're there, and no one will be able
You
to read
stamp it, you put it in a box, and
No, you
You
stamp the container.
You
So you
stamp
put
the
stuff into a container and you stamp the container. This is why it was used to hide that room.
Oh.
So a
The
room
seal-
counts as a container,
A room counts as a container.
So we can
Yeah.
hide you and you can ambush people.
and they
I'm
won't
gonna
be
need
able to
borrow
read.
this thing at some
Yeah.
point.
I'll be
Yeah.
illiterate.
You'll be illiterate, illegible.
Shibble tattoo just blurs out.
yeah.
Too?
I'm just picturing you having like a word written on you and it just becomes unreadable.
It just becomes like
Your badge is illegible.
yeah. Your face is unrecognizable on your badge image. Like the name, like all the writing is absolutely illegible.
I can't imagine Shibble at this point in time being unrecognizable.
Yeah, no, it's hard. It's almost like there's a magical thing happening, like an effect of some
A
sort.
6'5" Fearable
Yeah.
who is
Cosmic.
glittering blue made of star
One of
stuff.
us is gonna forget what a fearball is.
I do it all the time. So it's not quite that you become like invisible or something. It's that like
Like people won't notice you.
like you literally didn't see the room that it was done with, or that the seal was put over. But you did see like you going in and out of the room. So there's like it's like the interaction is there. It's just sort of like there's sort of a glossing over. This is like not super mechanically like vetted. It was very generic. It's a seal that like without wax, like you're just sort of hitting something, and with wax you're just you can basically hide a bunch of information.
Okay, cool. And Shibbles.
okay, I put the rock in a box. Have you stamped the box?
Okay.
The box comes out. I can no longer read it, but it's also kind of an invisible rock.
No, it's not invisible. It's just like indecipherable.
Okay, now only you can read the rock.
Oh,
It's a special rock
a
now.
special action for me.
You couldn't read it before.
I can sound it
The
out.
only one who can read it is you, who
Yep.
can't read it.
Yep.
I can try. Yay! I know some Vex. It's not very good, but I can say here. I'll try.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Cordelia.
One of those words was your own name.
Oh, can I borrow your stamp for a second?
No.
No, trust me, it'll be good. It'll be good.
Okay, fine. Take my
I
stamp.
take Cordelia's birthday card and put it in a box and stamp it.
Yeah,
But you won't get it till tomorrow.
Okay, cute.
it's very cute. Yeah. It has to be done by Cordelia.
Okay.
It doesn't work if it's not Cordelia.
The thought is what counts.
But
And
like,
I
I put it
won't
in the box
know.
and have you stamp it.
Oh, cute. Yes, make me stamp all the things.
I feel like this might turn into you guys having boxes that you just like. This is like, hey, can you guys just stamp? Don't worry
Do you
about it.
think that
Box.
I had already planned to have my orphans be my covert communication system between self, but now they're going to have to also go get this stuff stamped.
Yeah.
Okay, so Marcus's fear, is it happening?
Wait, did he spend another one?
No, he spent one when I stamped.
Oh, okay.
And you were like, oh, hold that thought. Don't be there.
Oh, two. Okay.
Now we have 2.
Okay, so I think what happens here is you think you had a stroke
Oh.
for a brief moment because you stamped yourself. And for like 5 seconds, the
Like,
world
the
just
first living
blurs
being.
out.
I
Yeah.
guess I am the first living being to get stamped.
Yeah, but you can see yourself.
I can read myself.
It just blur. Everybody, and this happens to everybody though. This is like everybody sees you as like blurred out for a second. And like the whole world blurs out for you, and then you
Oh.
sort of come back. I think that's the
Can I
That's the-
stamp the dash just fungal nude?
That's what I was going to do this. I made a copy of the fungal
Okay.
nude. I put it in a box. I made Cordelia stamp it.
okay.
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 We take it out of the box. Can we no longer read the societal intent behind it? Like
Yeah, no, it
playful
becomes
eroticism.
abject nonsense.
It's just like a
Yes.
naked bungle, and
Yeah.
like, I guess.
It looks like a kind of image that you would see to like prove you're human, like like a
Like a captcha?
yeah, but like it's like one of the ones that's like mildly absurd. Like it no longer contains meaning; it's just shape. You know.
Okay, Cordelia, the office prank potential of this thing is through the roof.
Okay, listen, Sam, I already have to answer for my 300 vanished by their own volition employees. I cannot just be stamping stuff. But in the future, absolutely.
So if one of us steals it and stamps something, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
No, you have to be the holder of the stopgap, I think.
It only works for the air.
Oh, Tamsin, you can't even use this. I'm sorry, that was really mean.
Tamsin is deeply depressed.
Aw.
Tamsin hasn't smiled or said a word in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Azure?
We don't know.
You don't know.
Does Azure still disappear?
Azure didn't come back.
Azure has not come back.
I was really freaking hoping Azure would say goodbye before they left.
No, they said that she said she's not leaving. So this is not her leaving
Okay.
of her own
Just a little
choice.
baby.
You know. She's just a little baby.
Maybe she'll be at my super special evil scary birthday meeting with Lady Monks.
Yeah, maybe. We'll find out, won't we?
We will.
Bend of fear.
So, how many people?
But I have another fear to spend. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. If you still doing stuff,
No. I just remember that I have to hold
how
this.
many people have like been interested in joining my organization? Yes, other than
It's like
Oh.
100 of my 300.
Yeah, it was about 100. But you got about a third of them. Yeah.
I want to ask Cordelia for a favor. You think you
Yes.
could do some tell no lies interviews with these people to make sure they're not going to like?
Sam, they already don't respect me if they left and went to you. Also, I'm so busy right now. I have to solve the phrase problem. I have to
All right, but
onboard
if I
these
get betrayed by
200.
one of them, that's on you.
What? They already proved they're not trustworthy by betraying me.
Another one?
Stop it. That was an entertainment.
Okay. All right, we'll get there.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna hold on to these for the meeting.
Oh, lovely.
Uh
Super special evil birthday meeting spectacular.
well, you're gonna get grilled for what happened to bring how that
I'd
happened.
be like, you know what? Actually, I'm keeping my approach secret
Okay.
until that time.
Okay.
But yeah,
Let's see.
my plan with these 100 people, I would divide them basically into cells. And so
Oh, I also want you to know that that Aaron with an E, which is spelled Aarone, it, has wrecked your car.
I'm not surprised.
So you're gonna have to get it repaired, yeah.
just can't stay mad at that face.
Yeah, it's hard. It's truly hard.
This little cap, newsboy cap.
Spunk, a
Yeah.
lot of spunk and grit. Just shows up like, hey, I didn't know what to do.
I'm real sorry, mister.
I'm so sorry. Don't let me do it again, but can I have your keys, please?
Why don't you go to driving school?
Because I don't like school.
Well, I can't argue with that. Especially Frace school is pretty bad.
Yeah, it's all about worshiping you people, and I don't think I like you anymore.
Whatever, go work for Sam.
I am. Ha
But yeah,
Go
so,
crash another
so my
car.
plan is basically I want groups that are assigned to the different corps to try to infiltrate them. But I want another one that is specifically the public-facing religion side of this organization.
Oh.
So I need to find someone who I can select to be my pope.
Okay, so I mean, you say this.
Why don't you be your own?
We will. You can write that
I
down.
prefer
But
to pope from the shadows.
one of the things that is interesting about the last 2 weeks is that in Visions and Codex's PR push, they're actively recruiting religious converts. So you have a little competition here. So is Athenion. While Fotael is currently very injured, and Jehovah also appears to be injured.
Start for a religion.
But you get the distinct impression that, especially from Jehovah interactions, that the more people that worship this thing, the bigger it gets.
Yeah. And I'm like, hey, why don't you worship someone who's not destroying the city?
Yeah, maybe.
It's sensible alternative.
So you present this. You're like the Protestant Reformation.
I want you to get
What's your
how
99
crazy it is that
theses?
anyone would worship Fotail, considering Sam doesn't worship Fotail.
Yeah.
Like, if anyone would be the most out there religion, if Sam is being like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Let's think about this
These are-
politically.
These are hiring drives.
I'm not saying that I'm against kaiju, but I'm against kaiju that are doing this much
You
destruction.
should.
to these
Your
buildings.
angle should be that you're Fotail's father.
No, you're not Fotail's father. That'd be
You're
so
part
funny.
of
You can
Fotail's
do that.
father.
You can do that if you want.
Honestly, tempting.
On that note, I think over this 2 weeks, occasionally that sense of like something in the back of your head, this sort of like sound, it might rise to like a voice a little bit, not like the way the gods were in your head. Did you distinctly feel the difference?
I'm going to try to like meditate and like focus on the voice and see if I can listen to it.
You hear like a woman's voice.
Okay, so it's not Asmodeus Jr.
Nope.
Might be Alina.
Nope. It's
People in here.
it's not in there in this sort of feeling. Like it's specifically the weight of the, you realize there's been a weight of these things in your head. They're gone.
Does it seem like it's Jehovah?
No.
Hmm.
Feels like a little kid. Like a sort of like spunky, curious energy.
But I don't think it's Rasmodius Jr.
Doesn't sound anything like Rasmodius Jr. Rasmodius Jr. Where is Rasmodius Jr. right now? Where did we leave
We
Rasmodius
don't
Jr.?
know.
Rasmodius sacrificed himself at the
Yeah.
end of Plexus.
We've
Yeah, yeah.
never
So we
encountered.
haven't had anything
Yeah.
after that.
Okay.
We just know that before that, he said that he was going to turn into a child and have to be raised by.
Yeah.
So one of the two god babies is Rasmodius Jr.
Oh.
So still in his head.
No.
So
Wait, okay, so
into
one of
a
them
tail.
turned into Jehovah, and one of them is seemingly gone.
No. One of them did not turn into.
Oh, no, Athenia. Or
No. It has nothing to do with either
Wait.
of those.
Wait, who split up
Yeah.
with that then?
okay, so
A
the stuff,
little girl.
so the stuff split out of my head and is seemingly gone.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that reframes a significance.
Yes. Yeah. No, it has nothing to do with Jehovah per se. Something else, maybe.
Then what did Jehovah put in his head when he met Jehovah?
The
Baby
two
Jehovah.
gods are gone.
two
in
gods.
my head, one of them was Jehovah.
One of them, no, they were both
They were
little
two-
little daemons of David.
Oh,
yeah, and I think Rasmodius hacked one of them
Yes.
to be
Essentially, yes.
This is getting complicated.
They're both gone. That's the important part.
Okay.
You now are like have silver Mercury
I
scar.
also was picturing like my eyes kind of glow silver. You don't
Yeah.
see it most of the time.
Yeah. That 100% rings true. Yep.
The dish responds to this by getting more aggressively average every day.
Doing exactly the same thing every day, no matter what.
No, just resembling more and
Straight
more
towards
the
the mean.
human.
Oh,
average.
the average. Got it. Okay.
That does, no matter how average you try to make yourself, you're still ranked highest in amongst his obscure and weird rating system.
I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing unusual is about me ever or ever has. Anyway,
A move just leans forward.
Have you ever heard of the concept of interesting numbers?
Oh boy.
So the idea is there can't be an interesting number, a most interesting number, because if a number was the one that was boring, that had no interesting thing, then it would be interesting because it was the only one that was not, that didn't have something special about it. So my point is you can become so average that you fling back around to special in your averageness.
I'll try for that. Anyway, I guess I'm going to church to mind my own business and enjoy my God and minding his for
how's the
every
Vexen
now and
religion
again.
feeling right now?
Exactly like it was.
They're like, we told you.
Yeah, it's a lot of like, oh my god, these people. No,
Yeah.
And that's
No.
the go preach the
Oh,
good
I'm so
word of
special.
lullaby.
Oh, help me with something, and then
The
you
only good
prophesied
God
knocking down your city.
is not exactly. This is horrible.
This is what happens when you conceive of gods that are
Ugh.
interested in your business.
I can't believe that they would do this.
I mean, even imagine. Oh, I want to talk to God all day. Like, do you not have friends?
I do not have work to do.
Anyway, one of my brothers is with a weird toga man. Have you ever seen that?
No. The effigy of your
I would
brother is
pray
gone.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would pray about this, but God better not have a friggin' thing about the one
No.
little boy.
No, of course not. He's
I
too
mean, that's my
God is too inconceivable to focus
Yes.
on a single person.
yes, that's my job is to find the boy.
Yes.
It's not God's job.
This is
Anyway.
yeah.
Things go on as they always do. Goodbye, friend.
Goodbye. Where are you going?
I don't know. That's not your business.
Are you leaving before tea?
I guess. I'll take a cup.
Okay, there you go. So take
Thank
some
you.
tea. Okay, thank you.
Anyway, so I guess I'll wander around looking for Nico Later.
There's some very tepid tea in a cup.
Is that a threat?
And just see if Nico Later is directly in front of me and aggressively not asking God about it.
Yeah, I think you haven't you don't hear any direct confirmations, but you do hear people say like, oh, I've heard of that guy.
That's more than you've gotten
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess every now and again I check my phone to see that.
Mostly it's in like in the old
Check to see that he's
Can
not
I
popping
get
into
Cordelia to
game.
stamp
And there we go.
Nadeshda's phone just to see what happened?
You're not stamping somebody's phone. We know exactly what will happen.
Steal the phone, put it in a box, and get Cordelia to stamp it.
No.
Oh, listen, if we're gonna stamp somebody's phone, it should be Shipple's. They don't even check it anyways.
You check it though.
I do.
So if you
that's
can
true.
read it, that'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
Wait, you want me to stamp your phone?
Sure.
Okay.
You're the only person who calls me anyway.
Your phone is actively ringing right now.
Oh, should I pick it up?
Yeah, pick it up. I don't think I'm
Hello?
butt dialing you.
Oh my god, it's Shibble. We've been calling you for weeks.
Who?
Shibble Chablé? Is this Shibble Chablé?
Yeah, that's me. Who are you?
I'm from Canna Soup Company.
Oh,
We want to bring you bag of soup.
okay.
Okay. Do you want to have a meeting tomorrow?
Wait, what time? Ask them what time.
What time?
What time works for you?
Not during my super scary evil birthday
Or
meeting.
during Sam's presentation.
I spend one of those fears
That's amazing.
on this. I have two sitting here. One of those fears is
You're one-on-one
they're
with the CEO.
only available for this meeting at exactly the time that you need to be in this meeting.
No.
Save me the fear.
Can I take my spend my hope
Fine,
to
you can
do
go. And this is
to
really
use
important for
executive
you.
order to make myself look like Shibble Chablé, the head of security?
Not executive though. Shibble Chablé is not an executive.
Yeah.
I mean, but do you think you need protection in the meetings?
I mean, given the way things have gone,
No, this is a really big moment for you, and I don't want to take it away from you. So it's okay. You can go. It's up to you. I'm letting you choose.
I will go to bag of soup. Don't die while I'm gone.
I'll try not to.
Tamsin isn't speaking. Tamsin is like nonverbal,
She's just here.
like a
She comes to the
weird
meeting.
sort of like
Like
ghostly
one or two,
presence.
but probably.
Like there's a hollow sort of like not hollow what's the word a ghostly look to her.
I think
I can take Tamsin to church during your meeting if you don't want to take her.
Is she gonna let go of my arm?
No, she doesn't.
Come
I
on.
think like over a few days, I just spend some time with her and just like talk. Just like try to,
So Tamsin notably can fly, but she's not flying at all. She's sort of she doesn't look up when you talk. The only person she ever responds to is Cordelia.
And I was so mean to her for no reason.
She didn't respond at all when you did that.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can make
levitation on
myself-
Damson.
Hey! Can I make myself look like Cordelia so Tamsin will come to
Yes.
me? Okay. There we go.
Cordelia is an executive.
I guess I wander around and sit in the Vexen church as Cordelia with Tamsin sitting next to me.
Please preach the good word of lullabies while you're there. For me.
No,
Oh,
we don't preach words.
okay.
If lullabies are good, they will. All people will like them out on their own.
Okay,
If
fine.
they can keep God away.
The book of responsibilities opens.
I
And-
never thought being a saint would be so boring. I didn't even want to be a saint. That's probably why.
How do you guys want to spend the night before your birthday?
Yeah, so I'm looking for someone who I think can make a reliable pope.
Okay.
How do you
Let's do that.
interview for Pope?
Yeah. How are you
I
interviewing
think I
for
have
Pope?
them come in, I have them try on the hat, and see like, see if they can like, we do some pope role play, just like,
Some of the water?
sweet, yeah. I
You
ask
can
them
fling the
some,
water
some
about.
questions. I'm like, all right, I need you to answer this question about how you would be a pope in like a situation,
Okay.
task, like the star method.
For Pope.
Yeah,
It's a conclave.
Yeah.
It's just Sam.
Yeah. It's just Sam. You have smoke. You have access to smoke.
and so
Oh, who's this?
Like-
Audience ex machina from Etten.
Oh, I love it.
like you see one of the candidates leaving, and they look back and see the black smoke, and they're like, oh.
There is no Pope hat. We are retconning Pope hat. Instead of Pope hat, there is Pope cape.
Okay, but notably in the chat, Etten is using their audience ex machina to say Etten applies for Pope.
Oh, for Pope hat.
So what?
I thought you. Oh, I understand. I thought you meant
Can there be
applies
Pope
the
tap
thing.
shoes?
Okay,
So you
I mean,
always know where the Pope is
if
coming?
I could make it,
Tap, 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 tap.
I will absolutely give Etten can be the
I
Pope.
think they are a
Yeah.
Latin.
Yes, Etten is the Pope now.
Basically, an ogre,
One-
right?
100%. Also, no Pope hat. It's just Pope cape.
Pope Cape.
Yeah.
Not Pope tap shoes?
Pope
Come on.
Duster.
You want to know when the Pope...
Pope mantle.
Pope man.
Are they two-headed, do you think?
No, two-headed.
Well, because they're an Etten.
I think. No, I think it's like. I think there's like a split down the cape of like a black and white literal like.
Like the
Split.
Star Trek.
Yeah,
things.
yeah. So it's like yeah. A Pope of borderlines, so to speak. And you are officially canon the Pope now. You get to determine things that happen in universe. You can take turns.
Lantern mantle.
Yes.
But I warn you,
Excellent.
Etten Pope, turn against me and I'll just destroy you.
Who wants to go get super drunk in preparation for my super scary evil birthday meeting?
You
Oh,
have
nice,
the-
to the lighthouse.
I brought crystal for us.
Just a soup with a bunch of vodka poured in it.
I brought salt crystal for us.
It's you have dried soup in a satchel.
Salt
You have
soup.
salt. You have vodka. What have you brought to the
Let's
feast?
see. What is... I know we went over what drugs were.
Yep.
Oh, you're gonna...
Make a Bloody Mary with tomato soup.
Probably.
Yeah, you can,
Probably
absolutely you
pretty
can.
good.
I've done it. It's really
Okay,
good.
I'm gonna give Cordelia
It's really
a
good.
nice tonic of Sanct
Oh yeah, I will
that
need
makes
that.
you more
Thank
charismatic.
You. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
Okay.
bringing this tomorrow. Thank you, friend. Tamsin, you can have a sip if you want. I know you
Okay,
just can't.
yeah.
And also, you're
This time,
underage.
we're
I'm
not gonna
sorry. You
overdo
will
it
not have a
and sit
sip.
down at 9:30.
No way.
No way. Not paying any attention.
And I guess I'll take a bunch of bags of thread cut. The thing that just turns your brain off.
Okay.
Thread cut in A1.
There are lots of lines for your drugs tonight.
You've seen this thing. I need to turn my brain
Oh,
off.
and the
Okay.
line on the Pope cape is like silver. Like
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll make another drug dealing roll.
I think this is the cape I just found.
Yeah. Wow.
But he's getting wasted.
Everyone gets a hope. Everyone gets wasted.
It's clear stress.
Everybody clears stress. Everybody has a fucking great time at your birthday party.
Yeah, Cordelia
lighthouse.
Eve.
Nadezhda and the invisible moose are like starting a conga line. For some reason, the person behind her in the conga line can't get their hands up because the moose is behind her.
There was supposed to be like a cyber grind DJ tonight, but that person fell into like a hole that was created by the gods when they fought. So instead, there's just like
the daddy's playing.
The daddies like take over, and they play it they sing an absolutely killer opening a cappella ska set.
And I'm just like casting levitate on people. I'm floating above the dance floor.
And like over top of like a trance DJ.
Mm-hmm.
I've brought
We've
two
invented-
children here.
We invented acapella.
They're not the only children here.
And now acapella trans ska needs to exist in
Yeah.
the world.
At least Tamsin is 17 ambiguously. Or 17 to 19. I think she's canonically 19. So she's like not actually really a child.
And I also have several open orphans here. So,
But
one of your
Kennedy is like 12.
like Aaron
Yeah.
E is absolutely here.
Aaron with an E is like 11 or 10.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
X's on their
say
Yeah, no, it's fine. There are no laws in this city.
Yeah. Andy and Andrew and Arnold are also there.
Andy and Andrew and Arnold are there.
I'm going to give you a little bit of rust to
Is the
possibly
Pope
give
there?
Tamsin
Yeah,
to make her
definitely.
feel
Okay,
like
the Pope
Oh,
is there.
empathy with people who
Etna's
are having
there.
a good time.
And you may take actions in this space.
Okay,
if you
is
would like.
Katerina there? Can I shove her in a
Katerina's not
salmon?
there. She is not
Yeah,
there.
Have we heard
Um,
from her?
I'll say on a super crit, she actually has like 100% been in communication with you.
Uh-huh.
And things are rad. She's moving product again.
Excellent.
Okay, important question.
Yeah.
She's been in communication with the Dajda.
Yeah.
Has she been in communication with me?
Yes.
Okay.
She is 100% texting you.
Is she in Vescarre or is she like
She's going back and forth. They're trying to fix the transit.
Has
like I
Sam
definitely
seen her over the last
invited
week or
her
so?
to
Yes.
this party.
Sam
mean,
definitely saw her.
It's a warm widow winter.
I'll even say she was like very sad she couldn't make it, but she had plans already to travel back. And she can't trust
Long distance
the
relationships are hard.
Hierophant,
Mm.
like with the amount of responsibility that she has left him with. And so like if she had known, she absolutely would do this, but she just simply can't right now. But you know,
I asked her to bring me back some Stupider milk from Bex.
oh, she brings you like every time she comes back through, she's probably twice now, brought you like souvenir milk bottles. like old milkman bottles, you know, like
I went to Vex, or my friend went to Vex, and all I got was this stupid milk bottle.
yeah.
You leave like a Pope stole over the doorknob when she visits.
I think I give the daddies a copy of the papers on passage K that has been stamped. So they just can't really comprehend
Not
it,
at
but
all.
they have it.
Okay. So you can
Kind of like how I did to Nadira.
okay.
I need you to try some. This is like, I think after we're like pretty wasted.
Yeah.
I'm like, Cordelia, I need you to try something. I need you to go to the DJ booth and stamp it. See what happens.
I can't stamp the concept of music. It will happen.
I don't know. That's why I want to find out.
That is should I do it? I'm not gonna say
Go on,
no.
go on.
Okay. Wait, we have to wait for an opening.
You were going to regret giving
I
up.
am. I already
Why
do.
do you need an opening? It's your birthday party.
Yeah.
Just go up
That's
to
true.
the DJ booth.
And I do own like a lot of the city now. Okay, I'm gonna invisibility.
to be invisible. No one else knows anything's gonna happen. So you could just do it.
I'm going to.
I'm going to create a distraction just to really like.
Yeah, that's with hope, and I am invisible, and I stamp the turntable.
I think what happens is, I mean, nothing happens for you.
Yeah, I'm like, stamp. Get stamped.
The DJ just goes like, no. It's like, what? And like the music just crashes like a train wreck. the whole party comes to a spinning stop at 11:59 p.m. And the DJ's like, I don't understand. I can't read any of my like what
I mean,
Okay.
all of my music. I can't see any of the labels.
Can I?
Acapella ska.
That's right. It's time to launch this new global thing.
Industrial acapella ska.
Grind. Got it.
Yeah, industrial acapella ska grind.
Whoever wants to roll for the daddies can roll.
I'll roll. I haven't
presents?
rolled yet. Today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With my presents?
No, with theirs. They're gonna add 3.
Well, that
That's
is
really good.
a 24 with fear.
A 24 with fear.
Uh-huh.
Okay. They don't. I'm not gonna. This is we're gonna do this. Not. This is like a reaction roll.
Okay, so 24.
A 24.
Well, I was gonna say the fear is they're too good and the DJ gets fired.
I think that can still happen on the 24. I think it'll happen. Instead, I think what happens here is on
think they
24 with fear.
Spawn 1,000 bad replays.
So the whole party just 11:59 on the dot crash. A train wreck of music.
They do like the Back to the Future thing where you're like, you know that new sound you were looking for?
The whole place goes silent, right? And then everybody's looking up. The lights start to come on. People are like, what the fuck? What is happening?
Also, point of order, Tamsin and Tammany are not invisible.
Okay, very important.
Only me.
Very important.
I assume the Tamsin is going with you after.
And at exactly the right moment, 12 o'clock on the dot, on your birthday,
Yeah.
the daddies take the stage with a truly heart-wrenching rendition, touching, like you are crying in response
I feel like
of the Vescarre birthday song.
They're like a most Dutch, just like looking down and like a guitar. Like,
There's like, yeah, there's guitar licks, like, yes, absolutely. There's like projection, like video on the walls. The whole place is like in awe. And it just goes right into 7 more hours. Crazy.
and one
Crazy.
song.
Yeah, well, no, it's just like it
rolled
leads
for
into
that.
7 more hours of party.
How does Shibble Shiblay party?
How doesn't Shibble Shibble party?
Are you using your mentacles in the party?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Every day they're menticling.
Are you? In my head, you're like picking up Tamsin and Tammany, and like moving them around because they can't follow. Oh wait, no. Are they with you? No, you're there. All right, yeah.
They're-
So they can't follow Cordelia.
I get
Right.
invisible. I
So-
ditch the kids.
Yeah. So like the kids can't follow Cordelia at all. So you're probably moving them around or something. Is my guess.
Like with a cat
Yeah.
when you pick up its little paws and
Yes.
dance?
Yeah.
I feel like there's a point during the dance where we're doing like I'm doing like a jump rope thing with your mental.
I down there on my stand.
I got
from the
you
glass
one of
on the
these.
ground. But I'm invisible, so no one knows.
I love that.
Will wants to know what a mentacle is. I feel like we should explain the mentacles for
Okay.
the new viewers.
You want to explain mentacles?
I can't explain mentacles.
That's a good intro,
It's a mental
actually.
tentacle, first of all.
Yeah, so I drank some magical apocalypse river water, and it gave me these psychic magical tentacles that
Invisible.
come out of my head. They're invisible, but I can still like interact with things.
Yes.
And so like, yeah, I could,
Basically,
Hit
you
people-
have telekinesis,
yeah,
but with arms.
yeah. And I can like sense things.
Yeah, you can like feel.
Like I've done
things,
that
yeah.
before, like in buildings, I'll be like, where is this person?
Yeah, so it's that. It's your average blood plane import.
Blood plane.
The blood plane isn't even from this game.
No, it's
Technically, mentacles aren't either.
The blood plane lives in all of us.
literally. That seems simple enough.
Nadezhda opens the box of moan. Bone.
Do you stamp the box of
grinding on the box of
You
bone.
did want me to stamp the box of
I did not.
Oh, you did
No.
not. Okay, then I won't.
If you do, then will the moans turn to language for you?
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I don't understand the box of moans.
Yeah, you guys have a great night. I will say that you probably don't get home until like 6 or 7 in the
Okay,
morning.
I'm just gonna take a bunch of Volt and hope for the
Yeah.
best.
And
And remember, you have sanct.
we
That'll
see
help you get
Cordelia's
the rhythm.
calendar alarm 7:30 meeting with
Yeah. You're arriving back home. Aaron with
Over
the
to meet
E
the CEO.
crashes the car into the front door.
Listen,
This is the third car this week.
Miss Munch is gonna be way more drunk than I am. It's
Oh, that's
fine.
Didn't I make Aaron with the E my driver?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Apparently I chose poorly.
That's why he crashed the car.
You took an orphan to the club, got him fucked up, and then drive home.
Yeah.
I
He drives right into the door.
he
Up the
followed-
stairs into the door.
he followed instructions perfectly. I feel like I should not take my little sister to this meeting where
I'm gonna
to be
spend a
asked.
fear here while you're saying this. The car catches on fire.
Someone will deal with that. Let's not. I'm gonna
Okay.
take the monorail. Can you be me and take my little sister and little sister's fan?
Okay, I become Cordelia.
The visible Cordelia.
Visible Cordelia. Grab
Tamsin and Tammany.
Tamsin's hand, get Tammany, and I guess wander around the old quarter for the day,
Okay.
Oh, how nice! You
Feeding
can take her to
them-
cart golf.
feeding them sweet eel.
I mean, I think they pass
and-
out the second you guys get back.
Okay,
So-
okay, fine. They can stay there then.
But you can get them sweet eels if you want.
Okay.
Like they'll wake up later and be hungry. Sure, they'll appreciate it. Okay, yeah. So
To the meeting.
to the meeting. Who's going to
Yeah.
the meeting?
Well, is your soup meeting also at the Prometheum?
No,
Oh,
soup meeting's in New Harbor.
Am I
In the soup
attending?
building.
the soupy.
In
Am I attending some of
in
her
Canned
meetings
Soup
and then
Company.
leaving, then coming back? Like, what are the logistics of my day?
You tell me.
Because I only have the bag of soup meeting,
At the same
but
exact
she has
time.
multiple meetings today.
Yes, she does have multiple meetings today, but your bag of soup meeting is only at we'll say it's at 1:30 p.m.
Okay.
Is their building shaped like a can of soup?
Yes, it's shaped like a can of tuna fish.
So
Um,
just like a really fat squat
yeah,
cylinder.
Yeah. It's like one of those water towers that are
Mhm.
but it's just like short, and it has like 4 floors in it. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say. So you're there for the earlier
For the
meetings.
morning,
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Badge buddy's out.
Are you guys asleep?
Yeah,
I guess so,
absolutely.
yeah.
You guys can rest.
I have not rested at all this
Yeah,
whole
no.
2
Is that
weeks.
just a short rest or?
It's no long rest.
Okay.
This is a long rest. Yeah.
I mean, I guess we had 2 weeks. So.
You had 2 weeks. Yeah. So it's just but you can just make sure that you're rested if you used anything. Yeah.
Can I make a roll to see if I made progress on the phrase problem in the last
Yes.
2 weeks?
I was actually specifically about to ask.
Okay.
I want rolls on 2 things.
Okay.
I want a roll on the Lane de Coeur.
Okay.
I want a roll on personnel.
Okay. So what am I adding to these?
These are going to be, well, it depends on how you're doing that. Actually,
Okay.
I'm gonna make that more narrative. For Lane de Coeur, I'm gonna say that's probably intelligence or instinct
I'll say knowledge because I have a +2.
or knowledge. Yes, sir.
And I do get a hope. Where are my extra hopes? You're there. That's going to be 13 + 2, 15 with hope on Linda Kerr.
Okay.
And then you said the other one is personnel. I'm going to use presence for that so I can add my D6. Oof, that's with fear. And that is going to be 11 + 3, 14 + 1, 15 with fear for presence. That was so interesting. One roll was a 1 on the hope die and a 10 on the fear die, and the other one was a 1 on the fear die and an 11 on the hope die. So it's like very odd rolls here.
All right. So the second one was how much?
15 with fear.
Okay.
Using my privilege.
Yes, of course. Yes. So The first meeting you have is about lane de cure and about logistics. So that's you have a meeting. We'll say that logistics comes first, just because logistically that would make sense.
Yeah.
And then you have a follow-on meeting. Who is the? One second, I have to go back.
I also would like to speak to Metros Remora today if I have time. As much as I hate him. I mean, with logistics, like, there's nobody in charge of that except me, but people who are interested in it were Nadira and Eldon Oswald. And then personnel would be Kirk.zip bang bang 7.
That guy.
So we'll do Kirk.zip.
For personnel.
Yeah, that'll be for like he'll be at the meeting with Leo Monks.
Oh, good.
Metros Remora will have a one-on-one with you
Oh,
in the morning.
okay, Shibble, I need you there for that. That guy creeps me out.
I'll be there.
Yeah, he's sitting behind a desk. He's eating some sort of like green jelly
All
on
right.
like a gray cracker.
Interesting.
And he's sort of licking it off his fingers. He's like, "Oh, it's you."
Hello.
I'm assuming you're not invisible anymore.
No.
Okay.
No, they told me my invisibility doesn't work at the Prometheum, so.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's
right.
certainly what
I
they told
forgot about
you. It's true.
I want to say Shibble and I took the monorail to get here because I have a pass.
The
now.
monorail is destroyed.
Oh, dang. We showed up to the station really excited. We're like,
There are bodies strewn on the monorail path, where like multiple people were taken out when the gods just crashed through.
well, that was the shortest lived work perk I've ever received.
It's currently being worked on, so you will like they're like, oh, sorry, we'll be back in about a week probably.
But I need to be somewhere this morning.
There are shuttles.
Excellent. Can you point me in the direction?
They are there. They are.
New choice. Not shuttle.
Come on, make my brother pick her up.
There are helicopters.
Oh, no. Not
Picture it's like helicopters that are
God.
going like 30 feet before they leave the pocket of magic and then have to turn.
How did they fix the
Basically.
helicopters before they fixed the train?
I feel like Leo would because Shibble's with her.
I
That's
feel
true.
like
Leo picks us up in a helicopter.
yeah, I feel like Leo picks you up in a helicopter.
Damn it. Shibble, I apologize for how undignified I'm about to become in this helicopter. I'm afraid of everything about it. I'm afraid of heights. I'm afraid of helicopters as a concept. I'm afraid of Freist as a concept.
Leo's like, I'm in a Rinsu.
Yeah, but you didn't, and Rinsus didn't invent the helicopter.
This is actually my work.
Helicopters?
This one.
You made this?
There's no magical parts.
That's crazy.
That's sick as fuck.
Yeah. I'm making mechanical helicopters
Where,
because
did you
the spell
study-
grid's dead.
14.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've been working on these for a while.
Did you study in Vex or something?
No, it's just a thing that we made.
Oh.
No, because like Leo doesn't have any magic,
Oh. So, Lei wants things non-magical because she doesn't have
Oh no, she wants everything to be magical, but like also she wants everything to work every time.
Oh,
Which means that
okay.
a lot of people have to pretend that magical things are happening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do they have to say like abracadabra?
Yeah. There's a lot of that.
So
Not there.
So do you think if I go in, do you have any advice for me in this meeting with her? Because she is going to be pretty mad at me, probably.
I think your meeting isn't until later, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I see you between then and now.
Okay.
I haven't seen her yet today.
Okay.
She's been awake for a week.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, oh, that's great. Cool.
Yeah.
You look like it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You have this work, I have the phrase problem. We all have our cross to bear.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a landing check for him.
Oh
no.
No, it's fine.
I'm like so like I don't want to
He got a 15. It's fine.
helicopter. I really don't want it. I haven't been in a helicopter in 10 years and I absolutely hate them. The plane was bad enough. Like it's not good.
He lands the new place. So he lands the helicopter not on the front lawn of the
Is he gonna land it on the roof
I think he lands it like
where we fought the angel?
yeah, I think he does land it on the roof because there is a helipad up there.
Yeah.
I think there's on the 15, it's not a narrow miss, but like there's a little bit of traffic with the more magical like dragonfly inspired helicopters.
Mm-hmm.
You see that this one is like literally stripped down of all magical parts. Like there's like little circuits in here and there where they're like the window controls are still magical or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So they just sort of go out when you're in the middle of flight, but it works and it chugs along and it makes a terrible smell.
Lovely. Well,
I read it on river water.
oh, Shibble knows a thing or two about river water.
Tastes great.
You drank it?
Yeah.
It's so flammable. He just holds a lighter up to your breath. make a strength roll.
Oh yeah, shit. Man, this is like the worst time for it. Well, that's really good.
Yeah, it's a 22 with hope.
A 22 with hope. You can add fire breath to your mental. If you have access to burning flame, you can breathe a gout of
breath
fire. Yeah, you have a breath weapon now.
There's literally an ad right now.
No.
No one knows this happened.
All right.
Shibble is a dragon. Dragon. I think Gil's ghost is on the helipad.
Oh. Oh, that's so funny. Just
Eric can't hear me
Can I
right
tell
now.
you
There's
that-
an ad.
I figured that if a ghost is trapped in the form that they were in when they died, then Sherry's ghost is covered in pee for all eternity.
Oh yeah, that was a question that came up when I was transcribing that episode.
I'm gonna say no.
are we back?
No, not yet.
No, yeah. Okay, hold on. Okay. That's a terrible time for an ad. Oh no.
Is that? Oh no, I thought that was a chocolate covered Cheez-It, but it's actually a chocolate covered Ritz cracker.
Okay, I think we're back from ads, so we're gonna cover what just happened.
Back from our ad break.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We have to
WB.
recount what happened.
Yeah.
It's very
Leo
important.
stuck a lighter in my face and I breathed fire.
Yeah, so
he's got fire breath now.
She'll has a breath weapon.
Water.
We'll work out. It's not gonna be like super high damage or anything. It'll be like a D6 of
Just a
of
little
fire
razzle
damage.
dazzle.
Yeah, but
Just
it
a
looks
little.
super cool.
It looks rad and it has a pretty far reach. It reaches to like it reaches past close, so to far.
Far range
Yeah.
fire.
No, I'm sorry, not far. I'm sorry. Melee is here and then
Very,
Well,
very close.
Then
very close and then
Oh,
close. So it
then-
reaches to close.
Yeah,
okay.
Shibble, don't blow up the candles on Cordelia's birthday.
No, I'm gonna light them.
Yeah, we can have the chef make me a cool birthday cake.
I
and
was
you can
already
light
gonna
it.
have him do that.
Oh, yes.
So you guys
Best birthday
You can heat
ever.
your soup with your own breath.
Ooh.
meeting option, meeting pitch. And
Yeah.
also holds up bag of soup, breathes fire on it.
I'm
Melts plastic
Melts
bag.
plastic bag. Smiles at camera.
I'm so excited for you. This is gonna be so good for you.
I feel like the other furbolgs at some point are going to be like, no, the rest of us don't have these weird powers. He's really ruining your reputation of furball. We can't, the rest of us can't read
What if all
fire in our
furbolgs
dungeons.
also all got the same powers Shibble got?
Also, Shibble has a hammerhead shark helmet.
Yeah.
True,
That's,
right?
yeah.
It's very
You are a walking visage of death. What's a little fire breath on top of that?
I can imagine if a shark could breathe fire.
Shibble. Should I stamp the helipad so the helicopters don't know where to land?
The little H should turn into a bunch of pork.
But then they would crash.
Are we gonna be in them?
Maybe.
That's true.
At
The
least
train
until
is
they fix the
broken.
monorail.
Dang it. I'll do it after they fix the monorail.
How are you going to put it in a box?
A building is a box.
It's on top. It's
You're gonna have
outside.
to build a box around it.
Also, this building is very open to the air right now.
Well, I will build a warehouse of tents
A
on
tent on top.
to
Okay,
cover
okay, okay.
In the night, I will build
I already regret this.
and I will stamp that structure.
I already regret this.
Just slide a tarp
Stamp
over it.
with a certain amount of stamp per,
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how I balance that. I intentionally didn't.
Or it's just like,
Well, intentionally, I was just like,
you
I'll do that later.
Stamp this thing, and then you're like, oh, I guess that was the last stamp it had on it. Can't stamp anything else.
No, this
Put it to
has
good use.
survived generations, and it will survive at least me.
It shivers. Unsure. Yeah, so you guys land. You
Mhm.
feel like the spectral form of Gil in your mentacles of just this man standing there saluting you guys.
I still carry his warhammer.
The barbarian.
Like as you walk by.
Wow.
There's a single piece of trash that floats by and it lands on the ground and it just like it says Gilbert, but all you see is Gil. Like it folds over and then floats away.
Wow, what a beautiful moment. Okay, let's go meet with this horrible man.
Leo it takes off again and is like, check this out. Loads a machine gun up.
Well, good thing he's not my
He's shooting at an apartment building.
Nothing. He's shooting at nothing. Like just like forward.
my teenager is just not talking to me. At least this is that's
Could be
not my
worse.
problem.
He flies away. I have trauma to resolve.
You should talk to my sister.
Can't hear you. Bye. Yeah, so you guys can go to the meeting with
With Metros Remora.
yeah, Metros. So like I said, Metros is there. He is eating
Weird goop on
green
a crack.
jelly on like a purple like gray cracker.
Mhm.
And he like sort of licks all his fingers and he's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's you. I've been waiting for this one. Alrighty.
Yeah.
So what you got?
Made some progress on the Linda Kerr.
All right, tell me.
What did my role get me on that?
Was it 15 with Hope? It was
Yeah, they were both 15s. That one was with Hope. Personnel was with Veer.
so I think 15 with Hope, you got notification from Katerina
Mm.
that she would be willing to maybe move some Linda Kerr for you.
Okay, then I revise my statement. I
Okay.
tell him I can read contracts now.
All right.
That's what you wanted me to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Does the stamp work on things that the previous owner stamped?
No, it's everybody who can use the stamp. can see
Yeah,
it.
I when I conquered the stopgap, I can now read everything.
Why are you carrying a stamp?
Not something for you to worry about. Shibble, hold my stamp.
Oh, hi, Shibble.
Hi. Have
It's
you
good to
met?
see you.
I don't think you've met.
No, we met at the
Oh, that's right. Before Shibble went to onboarding. Buddy,
She imagines like, I can't read your bag.
yeah, you can't.
What?
I can
You
read
need
it.
a new case. It's like blurry or something.
No, you just can't read.
Make a friendly check. I can see your face go, that just came out of my mouth.
Listen, this is post stopgap Cordelia.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what you would expect if you had given Sam this stamp.
Yeah.
That's a critical thing.
A critical on points.
Critical on you.
Read.
He's like, okay. And he like looks around and he's like kind of concerned. Yeah, do all the stuff you do for that. He looks sincerely concerned and is slightly what's the word? He's a little bit distracted during the meeting. He's like, all right, so what do you got on Linda Kerr? And he's like looking through his notes, like,
Hey, we're here to talk about contracts.
Oh yeah, contract. Sorry. What do you got on contract?
Yeah, so show me the one you want me to read.
He gives you a stack of contracts and he's like, hold on, let me see that real quick. I'm not
What? The contracts?
like you real far out. He's like, I can this what does it say? On this date. He's reading it.
Yeah.
But it seems really like
Is that what it
clearly
says?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Okay.
You must be really good at guessing.
I'm gonna spend a fear.
I feel like I finished
1 second.
on Cordelia.
He hits his call box and a voice pipes up, hi, and he's like, I need you to make me an appointment with the eye doctor immediately. Thank you very much, bye-bye.
You need to sneak into the eye doctor's office and stand the eye chair.
He looks sincerely rattled right now.
Oh my god, that's such a good idea.
I think he's gonna be like, I'm going to the doctor. Please leave my office.
Okay, bye.
People with really thick glasses.
I take the stack of contracts.
Okay, yeah.
Is my own in there? Because I really want
Yes.
to read my own. Yes, Shibble, this is the best day in the decade. That's the best birthday ever. Thank you.
He runs out past like a small, very like squirrely assistant
Uh-huh.
who is just like, I made the appointment. Okay, bye.
Stack of contracts, including my own.
There are blank contracts and there are filled in contracts here.
Okay, perfect. I'll read these later.
Okay. So this was a meeting for hours and it's open now. So your day is actually rather open right now.
We're having a soup party.
I think you get I'm gonna spend a fear on this.
You're on soup party?
Oh no, not a party. No. A fireball hits your window.
No, I know this is your job is to deal with that.
Oh, okay.
Does it?
What do I do?
No, it doesn't break the window. It goes,
Give me.
and then it like slides down like it's made of like a liquid.
Oh. Can I see where it came from?
You can look, yeah.
Okay.
Be
Yeah,
careful.
how are you gonna look for it? You tell me.
I'm looking out the window.
Make knowledge check.
Knowledge.
Yeah.
That is a 12
With
fear.
okay, cool. On a 12 with fear, probably down.
It came from down.
Yeah, probably,
Uh-huh.
probably.
Okay.
Are you gonna go down and look? Do you want me to come with you?
I'm the security. I'll go.
Okay.
You stay.
Should I go in the Shibble closet?
I don't know. Is there like a billionaire bunker here or something?
The Shiva Closet is a billionaire bunker.
Shibble closet.
Yeah.
Okay, go
Okay,
in
I'll
the
go
bunker.
I'll go in there.
I will.
Okay.
I will go down and I will go outside and I will see what's up.
Oh, is that what you mean? I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Got it. So I was thinking like an escape room, but you mean I understand. So you go downstairs.
Uh-huh.
You go outside. We'll see from you later. We'll get back to you.
Okay. I'm in the Shibble
I have a meeting to get to.
Meetings.
I have a
I
meeting.
love how
later.
one of your spend of fears was a man makes an optometrist appointment. This one is a fireball hits you.
In your 41st story window.
I can spend another fear.
I think at this point, Sam's arriving at the building for his meeting.
I'm trying to call your phone, but I have your phone.
Your phone's ringing in your other hand. In your pocket. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
Did you stamp the phone?
No, I haven't stamped
Oh,
that
I was just
phone.
thinking like the ringtone just becomes unintelligible.
Becomes white noise, and white noise ringtone is a terrible idea.
But I think I might be arriving at the building for my
Okay.
meeting right at this point.
Okay.
Maybe right when Shibbles.
I think as Shiva walks out,
Yeah.
yeah. So you see Sam,
I'm in a suit and I have a beanie on.
and yeah,
Yeah.
Is
Hi,
the Pope
Sam.
with you?
No.
Okay.
Oops, Etton's got work to do.
Did you
Yeah,
bring
it's got
any
work to do.
orphans?
Yeah, I've got a posse.
Or retinue?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of street tough New Yorkers from the 20s, like children.
My little
Newsies.
Yeah,
One of them
newsies.
just start
The people that run the best poker
selling a
game. Yeah,
newspaper.
yeah, immediately. I have this idea called communications.
That'll never work, kid. Hey, Shibble.
Hi. Did you see any fireballs?
No?
Okay,
You want help looking for them?
maybe.
All right.
They're shooting directly at Cordelia's office window.
Is she okay?
She's in the bunker.
Oh, good. Well, I don't want her to be late to my meeting, so we better get this worked out.
Where are you right now?
I guess I'm looking like Cordelia, wandering around the old barn with a couple of
Fireball to the
You have,
Yeah,
you have sweet eel floss, like
yeah,
wrapped around a stick. Yeah.
giving them each a
Yeah,
bite.
yeah.
By the way, I'll swing by Arrakis dry cleaning sometimes.
Okay.
We're in the quarter
Yeah.
neighborhood, but let's
Um,
resolve the
I will say that
beatings and fireball.
your travel is heavily hampered by the just huge gouges in the ground that were created by these gods who were fighting. Also, you do pass more than one procession lauding Jehovah.
Ugh.
Yeah. So but yeah, fireballs. You looking for the fireball
Yeah.
Sam's help.
with Sam's help?
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll do that after we do the rest of this.
Oh, I'm in the
Okay.
bunker.
Are you just sitting in the bunker?
Yeah, I brought this chef in there with me.
Okay. So
And also all the staff.
the chef is showing you a contract that he wrote
Oh,
for Shibble.
for Shibble. Okay,
Yeah.
yes, show me.
Ooh. Oh,
Beer?
On
okay.
On Shibble's
On Shibble's contract?
I was thinking.
Is there a
when you said-
non-compete?
Or when it was like the chef is in here with that was where I was.
Okay. So I think
No choice.
I think the fear is I'm gonna spend the fear on what's a good way to do this? I think the chef is trying to get you to agree to a clause in this agreement with Shibble that where they're gonna launch a company together.
Is there a non-compete?
Yeah, there's a non-compete in it.
Listen, I really need Shibble, okay?
But she's the perfect face.
I know.
How you say perfect?
But like, don't you understand? There's somebody actively shooting
The
fireballs
beauty,
at the office
the grace,
right now.
the absolute abject fear.
Yeah, Shibble can still be the face of your company. I just need Shibble also to work for me, and also Shibble has a choice.
Do you like soup?
Yeah,
I don't. I don't even believe you.
You don't believe that I like soup?
No,
Well, give me some soup and we'll see. We can't because we're in the
we're
bunker.
in
There
the
has to be an
bunker.
big soup barrel in this bunker.
I only have 2 emergency soup here.
Well,
So
break one out.
no, because this is for Shibble.
Okay, well, Shibble's not in here right now.
Ugh.
Shibble's investigating
Make
this
a presence roll.
with my privilege. Okay, it's with fear, but it's gonna be a 16.
Oh yeah. Okay. So on a 16 with fear, he looks at you with a scowl, takes a knife with one hand, doesn't even look at you, stabs the barrel, rips it backward, the top pops off, a not insignificant amount of clam chowder falls out onto the floor on your feet. It is cold, and he's like, I hope you like soup.
I take my hand, I shove it in the clam chowder barrel and lick it.
It's really
Somebody
good. It's like
spend a
really good.
million for-
It's
Yeah.
delicious.
It's
You
delicious.
should.
Yeah, we'll spend a fear here. Are you allergic to grape?
To
To
what?
grape?
To grapes?
Yes.
Am I?
I thought you were.
I don't know my own allergies.
Somebody check the
Roll on it.
before you fuck.
Roll an instinct.
Roll
Yeah.
the allergy.
Roll for allergy. Just roll a straight luck check.
Why are there grapes in the chowder?
You tried to poison it.
That's a 14.
On a 14, you are mildly allergic to grapes.
Only a little bit. Are you trying
Your
to
lips
poison
start to
me?
tingle a little bit.
Oh, no, this is gonna be so annoying for my birthday terrible evil meeting.
It's you have a it's very mild. So he's like, it's something with you.
Why are you trying to kill me? I'm your
Because you are in the way of all the contracts are covered in soup.
boss. You're having a contract back.
Ah,
And actually, you
fine.
know what? I'm gonna stamp it. Actually, I won't. I'm gonna be nice.
You make it official,
You would see what it would do. You wouldn't like it.
but it becomes official.
If I stamp it,
You are notary.
in a sense, I guess. I'll stamp it if you remove that clause that's a non-compete. I'll let Shibble split their time as they see fit.
Okay.
Okay, I'll stamp that. Shake on
Shake
it.
it,
Soup
yeah,
covered hand.
Shape- yeah. The barrel of clam chowder continues to slowly weep.
Why did he have to open the barrel like that?
He's
Oh,
trying
you're never
to
gonna get this
intimidate.
hell out of his bunker.
Well, it's
Temperamental.
Shibble's
Yeah.
bunker. It's fine. Shibble will love it. One of
This
the
is
house.
the first time that the clam chowder was on the floor of Shibble's bunker.
No, absolutely not. I'd be disappointed if it was.
Thank you
Also,
very
I
much.
picture there's already other soup stains on shit.
There's so many soup
But
stains.
my housekeepers are so amazing.
There's wall cave painting, like wall paintings in tomato soup. like-
You were locked in here.
Yeah. The genius of Shibble.
Shibble is 100% a genius, and nobody else in this company can see it.
He's
but
just
us.
standing there like this, like thinking about like how to do the branding from your wall paintings.
We're the only two people at this company who believe in Shibble, and I intend to make there more.
I see you.
I see you.
Okay. Cut down to you guys. Do you stamp his contracts?
The revised one, yes.
The revised one? Okay.
Yeah.
you guys hear from way above. I can't read anything. You got me again, Cordelia faced.
If you don't put it in a container, it's just a stamp.
Yeah,
So
it's just a stamp.
it-
You just stamped right over the lettering, like the words. It's just wet wax.
You're an angry French guy?
And it's covered in soup as well.
Yeah. And it's handwritten in ink too, so it's just like weird. Yeah, you guys outside.
Fireball.
Fireball is give me an instinct check to pick the right direction.
I hope you don't miss your soup meeting for this
That's
stupid fireball.
17 with hope.
On a 17 with hope, you hear a very close by sound of helicopter blades. As the helicopter rises out of the ground, as you're sort of looking like about 100 yards away from you, Leo's helicopter rises from the ground a little bit, and he has a trebuchet on the top.
Trying to assassinate.
Helicopter
It only works when
blade.
it's on the ground,
Oh.
so it came from down.
Wow.
Upstairs, as the fire like drips off of the glass from the outside, there's just like etched into the glass, "Happy birthday."
Oh, how kind.
And he flies away laughing. That's all. That's what it was.
I'll go back up
Yeah.
to
Okay.
Cordelia's
Yeah.
office.
That's all that happened.
Prank battle of the airs is
Can
on,
I
guess.
see, right before he flies away,
Oh yeah.
can I see him?
Yes.
I'm going to do levitation.
Okay.
Make a spellcast roll to temporary lift a target you can see up in the air and then within close range of your position.
You're gonna take the helicopter too?
No, just not the helicopter, just
You're gonna pull it out of the helicopter?
yeah.
Do the roll.
But a super Dutch.
Oh, I definitely
Marcus
made that.
approves.
With hope.
With hope, you grab Leo, essentially with a mentacle, and pull him out of the helicopter as it's on.
Yeah, and the helicopter's just flying away.
It just crashes down. So you see from where you are a small explosion,
Oh no!
but that's very common.
It's just eating sweet eels.
Yeah.
Two orphans.
Yeah. You're at a gallery opening.
Yeah, I guess Tim's in his time.
Is he okay?
I don't know what happened to our mom.
Yeah, you're holding him.
Okay.
You lifted him out and brought him to you, and he's like, "What the fuck? Where's my
Down
helicopter?"
to the ground.
What the hell, Sam?
I mean, I don't know why you see mentacle activity and immediately assume it's me.
Because I saw you. I could see you. I watched you do magic on me.
Maybe you shouldn't be shooting fireballs at Cordelia's window.
How else am I going to get Shibble's attention? And he stops like right there. He's like, fuck.
Well, you're going to have to fight a very angry chef for that attention.
He runs away.
Other of you are like, hey, how are you doing? The kidnapped brother of my friend.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I guess I hadn't occurred.
Fine.
I've seen them.
Yeah, no. No.
I think I'm getting him mixed up with Cordelia's brother.
Oh, yeah.
Mind you, the friend whose brother he is currently taking care of her friend's kid.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, I'm like, so what the hell, man?
He's gone. He ran away when he saw Shibble was there.
We need to agree not to tell Miranda about this.
Okay. Do a psychic roll. Crit. Oh, no. I know 100%. You turn around and you see a floating eye behind you.
Yeah, so when you fully witnessed this event.
All right.
Okay, wait, no, I have to be Cordelia. All right, I'm Cordelia. Let's go to that dry cleaners for no reason. Take both their hands and walk in.
Yeah, I think we'll cut to you. You,
No,
for real.
Well,
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, we're at break.
We've got 3 rather important meetings, so
Let us go to break here.
We can
Just
pick
know
up
that I'm mad.
done.
Yeah. So we'll be back in like 10 or 15 minutes.
Right?
It's cake break.
Eat some cake, post it in the Discord.
Yeah. Eat some cake and tell us what kind of cake you ate in the Discord. We'll be. Oh yeah, take a picture. We'll be back. What did you have?
Tell
I'm looking at you right now. You, the person that I'm looking at right now.
Tell us on chat.
Tell me what you ate.
Better have been something or I'll stamp you and you won't be able to read.
And you'll disappear.
okay. Whose meeting do we see first? The soup meeting.
I think the dry cleaning.
The Leo meeting.
You've been waiting so patiently. Huh?
So we're gonna do the dry cleaning meeting.
You need a scene.
Okay.
I think so. Really what this is you have like established a line of communication with Katerina. So you walk up and the daddies are here.
And I did get a note from Leo last time.
Yeah.
And passed the soul tree back to him. So I come in, 2 wan-looking orphans, one in each hand,
Like,
looking like Cordelia.
Half an orphan, we think.
Looking like Cordelia.
what's the woman's name here that we established? I can't-
Lena.
Lena. Yeah.
Lena.
Lena is like, Ms. Freeze.
I kind of put them down on the bench
Would Lena recognize
With,
Tamsin?
No.
No? Okay.
with puffed eel tails to eat. I kind of lean in. I am the dead.
Okay. Got it. Hi. I thought I was going to get killed. Okay.
And that
Um,
really works? No 2-factor authentication?
No 2-factor.
Wait, Lena Funny could show up with a Vexen accent and say, I am the
It was the entire sequence of things. It was just the entire sequence where she's like, oh, wait, I understand the way you're walking, everything you're doing. I know you. Okay.
Wait, so Lena thought I would show up at Arrakis to murder her?
Lena was just like, what the fuck are you doing here? And also was like already looking at you weird. Like, was like, you're not walking like yourself. That was like literally the line of thought that I had was like, you're walking weird. Like you might be glitching a little bit.
I just imagine like the gun under the desk pointing.
Yeah. Oh, Eric ate the rest of the Doritos. That's what he had for cake break.
No,
He just messaged me. I ate the rest of the Doritos.
and Will had leftover Persian food. That sounds amazing.
that sounds great. Oh, no, I want
It's a
food.
cake in spirit.
Everybody eating good tonight.
Yes. A cake in spirit. We're going to integrate that.
The Doritos walk in. I am cake.
Doritos walk into a bar. No, we're not on the 24-hour stream anymore. We can't be this silly.
Okay. Very serious. I am the best.
Incorporate more improv line games into the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. She's like, I haven't heard anything from Leo. But Katerina did send a message.
All right.
There's just like a little handwritten note that's like, do you think Sam likes me? And then she says, like,
Doesn't have the yes, no.
yeah, like that. But then she's like, I'm just kidding. I don't care. She's actually laying out like logistics for transfer of drugs across the through the planet.
Excellent.
And the daddies are there. And they're playing like
Hello, daddies.
they're playing Hipstritch in the back, which is a game with like bottles and guns. What is that?
I like to think that they're just quietly jamming out to acapella ska.
They're singing as they're like practicing and writing
I
songs.
like to imagine
as
that
they're-
their phone is also ringing off the hook with people trying to like book them.
Yeah, 100%.
They're working on their new song, Dry Clean Riot.
Yeah.
Do
Clean suit riot.
Yeah.
do the two Tamsons respond to the ska at all?
No,
Oh, that's
they're
bad.
they're very like. Well, the one is fine.
Tammany, yeah, that's
Tammany's fine. She's just doing what Tamsin's
She's
doing.
just copying
Yeah,
Tam.
yeah, 100%. So like she's like
She's really feeling being all emo and quiet.
she's really sad
You need to get
about.
them some journals.
Yeah. I was thinking that exactly like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. Actually, very cool.
I'd get him some journals and some like really dark purple ink. And
Yes. Yeah. It's called The Raven.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you have some logistics for transfer of a large amount of roll a d6.
6.
Nice.
Rolling hot.
It is
We're rolling so good tonight, guys.
and
Yeah.
the search is so
Makes me worry.
On like really stupid stuff.
I'm so pissed off quietly about Shibble and Sam. I'm so mad.
What do you want me to do?
Oh yeah, I forgot. You saw all of that.
Yeah.
I know.
That's why she went to the dry cleaners in a fit of rage.
That's right. That's right.
That's what angry Nadej
I
does.
didn't do anything.
My God, you guys, the word drug appears in so many episodes.
Did you just like control F?
I just searched my archive for drug and it's like episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. It's like summary. Yeah.
We did give Tamsin a little rust
At the party.
at the party to
so
get
she
her
would feel
good
the
party
vibe.
vibes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you got null bloom.
Null bloom.
Yeah.
That's a new one.
Null
Is it?
bloom is used to suppress a user's magical signature.
Ooh, that's really good for
And
you.
it blunts their presence from magical systems for a period of time.
Magic fighting.
So
like, really good.
I think that
Yeah,
this is
especially
like.
since I'm being hunted by 2 sources.
So I think this is
Yeah.
specifically like she's like, this is a new drug that I'm trying to introduce to Vescarre.
Does
Um,
it have any like mental
Yeah,
effects?
it's
or,
psychedelic.
like, it's
It's like full blown psychedelic.
okay. Psychedelic. I mean,
Did you
I've
tell her
been.
about your rock salt venture.
I do quietly tell Lena, don't use the powdered tree. It's just salt with bulk butt teapots.
I'm Vexen.
Uh-huh.
I appreciate you. I just want you to know that. I appreciate your help. Who are these ghostly children? The one is like directly echoing the other.
And then you're just like, I don't see any children.
Those children have been dead for years.
I didn't know it was a birthday.
No, I'm just looking after them for
Oh, and she says that as you say that, he pulls out a birthday present, like
Yeah.
a wrapped present.
Oh,
It has Cordelia's name on it. Yeah,
nobody ever gives me birthday presents. This is
I
so nice.
put it in my
it's like
bag.
this big,
I tie around and
Yeah.
kind of put it on a
a
pack.
bindle. Yeah,
I hobo bindle it up.
yeah.
and turn to the girls and say, "All right, girls, time to go. We're going to buy you journals with little locks on them. They're going to be purple ink and stickers of mushrooms because you're different."
Calamity looks at Tamsin to see if there's a response. There isn't a response, so she looks down.
Okay.
But secretly, she's very excited.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
she's excited.
See if I can buy them like little. Go to like a Vexen magical cure shop and buy them like little raven claws, like
Oh yeah,
And-
absolutely. Yeah,
and feathers and things.
it's a traditional Vexen spice store.
Coyote
It's-
teeth.
Yeah,
Other
these are all
various
traditional Vexen spices.
emo-
Raven's
emo
claw and
things.
wolf tooth.
Emo things.
When you come back, they're both gonna have incredibly heavily lined coal eyes.
Oh, adorable. Wearing
And- Oh,
onks.
Yeah,
like-
onks
Which
and
is
like
funny because Tamsin is so preppy, I think.
Yeah,
and black nail polish, but sparkly, with little purple sparkles.
I love this.
What's
Oh,
the
my-
Vexen version of Hot Topic?
Valentine's store. It's just Wednesday store.
I think it's just called proper teenage development.
Teenage development.
So you're sad and a little bit older now.
If you want to pick something up for Leo in there, it can pass
You
it
still
along.
think being sad is fun. That's great. Anyway, so much hope.
So much fear. I only have one left.
All right, so yeah,
Amazing.
I want a T-shirt that says in Vexen, "Yes, Mom, it is just a phase."
With your helm.
okay, I definitely get that. Chipmunk.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, yes. It only comes in a 2X and it'll be really tight on you, but you can still have it. It's a crop top. Yeah. Yeah. It's great that the shirt says it's a phase and it barely fits. Like, it's perfect.
Adding that to my inventory until I can give it to you. Wrap it in grain paper, label it shivel, put that on top. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, you guys, we'll cut back to you head back to
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you have birthday present, a note with some logistic stuff. The note mentions the birthday present and says, just make sure Cordelia gets this.
Mhm.
And I think there's a little PS and it says like the daddies will kill Sam. I just want you to know that.
Just in
If he
general,
steps out or
Yeah, it's just like make sure he doesn't make sure he understands the gravity of the situation.
right.
like, is this inevitable or like?
It's ambiguous.
Haven't been taking the daddies very seriously.
It's very difficult to take them seriously.
It's reasonable. That's kind of why they do what they do.
Fully, I start crafting a message to Sam, being like, "Don't make your last word in this world, daddy."
Did they change their name to be taken more seriously?
Oh, maybe they did. They want to be artistically taken seriously,
Oh,
also as a mortal threat.
So that way they're not the cherry and creating that
Yeah.
anymore.
They're just the daddies.
The daddies.
But yeah, Sam gets that note. He's just like,
Did you stamp it?
it doesn't need to be stamped to be incomprehensible.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, Mr. Seraph, I believe I'm receiving you.
And I,
Thank you. Thank you. Happy birthday, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I actually brought you 2 gifts.
Oh my God, nobody ever gives me a birthday present.
The first one is in this box,
Oh, okay.
and inside is a coffee mug that says "World's Okayest Boss."
I think It's your boss?
And it does have a hidden listening device in it.
I am not even going to check. I'm so excited to get a birthday present that implies, one, that I'm your boss, and two, that I'm good at something. I
The flowers
proudly
on the
placed
floor.
it on my desk.
And
In the box? Did you say it was still in the box?
no,
Oh, okay. I think I don't even take it out of the box.
No, I placed it unveiled.
Got it. Okay,
I will treasure this forever. Thank you, Sam.
my second present is the business opportunity I'm about to bring to you. And I was going to say above the table, I had this whole plan to make a full Google slideshow, have Marcus project it, but I never quite got around to making it.
Oh, I remember you.
That sounds amazing, but I will imagine it in my head.
And so he dims the lights and starts the presentation. And says the Brace family, pushers of frontiers. 370 BV. Marco Fresto returns from Vex with a caravan of exotic milks.
That's before we shortened our last name to fit in. Yeah, country that we made.
492. Christopher Freestumbo, first person to discover the continent of Vescarre.
That guy lengthened his name.
111 BV. Bartholomew Freist moved the family to Vescarre to seek new opportunity. And what's happened since? What frontier have they pushed since? None. What is the next frontier? And he shows a picture.
Space.
Not yet. That's what you're saying. Shows a picture of the ocean between Vex and Vescarre.
The
There's
really scary
there's a bunch
ocean.
of question marks, and then it says spices, question mark, question mark in the middle.
So you,
The last frontier.
you want to fund expeditions into the Mystery Sea?
Give me 100 stout men and 3 ships. I'll turn your spices like you've never seen.
Dude, the world is on fire.
But if I'm successful, imagine the exotic goods I can get.
Well, you do have 100 people. They're not all men, but you do have 100 people.
I need sailors.
Some of them are sailors.
Some of them. But I also need ships.
You can have ships, yeah. There's
I
gotta
didn't
be.
expect you to say yes to this.
I mean, you know how many random ships there are in the shipyard that aren't getting used right now?
Yeah, we got to get her onto the other side of the continent.
Yeah. How do we ship the ship? Unless you wanted to sail around whatever
Yeah.
south of us.
Yeah, we sail around. We start off and we find our way through.
Okay, I'm in, I guess. I don't know.
I expect you to say yes.
I don't know when we're gonna make it happen, but I also want to know what's in the Mystery Sea.
Parker's gonna spend the next 3 sessions alone.
What are you naming your 3 ships?
Oh shit. Okay, I'll work on it.
Okay, Shibble, what do you think?
Oh, I'm in this meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you went to soup.
This isn't time for my soup meeting yet.
Nope.
I can still be here. I don't know anything about boats beyond the docks.
Okay. Well said, Shibble. I don't think Sam does either.
No, I do not.
But Sam, if you want to take 3 boats and try to uncover the mysteries of that ocean, sure, go for
I
it.
mean, I'm not going on this expedition personal.
Oh, you're sending.
I'm sending this expedition.
You're sending.
I'm facilitating this expedition.
What is the upside for me?
That we return with spices and exotic goods.
All right, sure. Why not?
Or 100 stout men of your employees die at sea.
Well,
We send 100 more.
people have already agreed to go with Sam, which is kind of
No, I need a separate pool of people.
Oh my god, I didn't realize that.
Those people are already spoken for. I need a new group.
I don't think I can spare 100 new people. I only have 200 left.
Can you spare 50?
If we count, but you already took a lot of my extra 75. I'll give you 30. But they have to be volunteers.
10 for each ship.
Yeah, they have to be volunteers. So you can go solicit my employees and get up to 30 volunteers.
I'll put up some posters.
Please make Parker get shanghaied off the book.
We derailed the entire campaign to have Parker go on this one.
Genuinely, I was just like, I'm just going to waste Cordelia's time, buddy.
No, remember, this is post-stopgap Cordelia. The idea of exploring and conquering the world greatly excites her. She is downplaying how excited she is.
Yeah, I think you can see in her eyes, like you've lit a spark of genuine curiosity and interest.
Should I stamp anything for you?
Can you give us like a charter? And
Yeah.
stamp that?
Yeah, no one will be able to read it except me.
Yeah.
Only if it's in a box.
But if I roll it up like a scroll, does that count as a container?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have to put it in something.
Oh, I'm gonna put it in this scroll
Yeah,
too.
the scroll tube, yeah.
Okay, wait. What?
You literally have a bunch of scroll tubes in your grandfather's office.
Yes, we'll make a field trip back to the
I'm
other
still
building.
working on the names, but one of them is going to be called the Santa Cordelia.
Oh, I'm so honored. This is the best birthday ever. I got my contract. I got a ship named after me. I got 2 whole birthday presents. This is amazing.
Now make a pitch for the other one being the Nindeshda.
Oh, yeah.
The Nindeshda, the Santa Cordelia, and the
Also, Nina the Pinta.
the
Parker.
pizza. I can't make any pizza puns, I don't think. I don't know.
The only thing I could think of was like sides or something like that.
Oh, yeah. It's just the pinta. All right, Sam's Christopher Columbus era begins.
And really following in the footsteps of Christopher Freakstumbo.
Marcus seemed thrilled by that.
Just like, oh.
I mean, that is where you guys started. So
Yeah, it is my ancestral duty to finance this mission.
so you do have
You need
like
to waste as much of your money. Your
a
company's money as
trans-dimensional
possible.
tube that you have logistical like information on and access to,
We definitely do not.
and that
need
you have
this.
historical information about.
We definitely do not need this, but I want it so bad. And it's an excuse to spend more ardent money
Oh, you're doing this with ardent money?
through a
This is
shell
an official
company.
auditing expedition.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought this would just be through
No, I'm not.
through your
I don't,
personal
I'm not paying
finances.
for it.
I
That's
don't
what I
have
need.
my own money, Jaime.
No, I mean, well, yeah, but you do have people now.
Well, yes, but all of the people's
This will
money
be
is
meetings.
owned by ardent. Okay, fine. It'll be my own money.
Ultimate punishment.
It'll be my own money then. Through a shell, so Ardent doesn't know. Through Rasmos. I'm just gonna invest in Rasmos. There you go.
Okay.
Jaime threatened me with more meetings.
With meetings.
Yeah, okay, we do that. Sam walks away very perplexed.
It's like, I didn't think this far ahead. I didn't think it would get this far.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fun. Let's see how that goes.
What's our next meeting of the day?
Is that
We had to split.
Yeah, I think it's time for you to go to soup. Oh, by the way, the chef and I prepared this contract for you. I already signed it. I'm sorry. Basically, you're gonna be face of the soup brand for the chef as well.
The chef packs up his stuff to attend with the meeting with you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the chef is gonna be
Yeah.
your security.
Does he have a name?
We've never asked, so no.
Marceau.
Chef Marceau. Okay, bye, Marceau.
Marceaux.
Take care of Sybil.
Jabel Marceau.
He's multiple Marceaus.
Yeah, Marceau. Plural Marceau.
Take care of Sybil.
Plural Marcy.
You know, you and I both are the only ones here who understand Sybil. So you gotta take care of them.
I will kill them all.
I love it. Okay, bye. Bye,
For
Chef.
the honor of my soup, I will kill them all.
I love this energy.
fanatical obsession that building in Shibboleth's personalities.
Sybil, I'll try not to die while you're gone, okay?
Like,
you like
eventually
the
people
soup
are all
bunker?
going to drink poison. Anyway.
Sybil's gonna be the face of Kool-Aid poison.
Me saying I'll try not to die while
That's
you're
my
gone.
last fear.
That was the cult of personality.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, actually,
they're going to have to reprint me because
I will spend. This is the fear. There is a fervor in this guy's eyes,
Amazing.
and this is a world where belief manifests.
Sybil's gonna be a god.
Maybe that's something you might want to be a little concerned about. Maybe that's this fear right here.
Why would I be concerned
I
about
think
anything?
Sybil would be a great god.
Yeah, but there'd be no food left in the city.
I would just make more.
Look at your godly power.
Shooting food out of here.
It's cloudy with the chance of Sybil.
In my head, it's just spaghetti and Italian subs. Like
All right.
I cast Zone of Cafeteria.
It's a meat way.
I mean,
My meat angels will guide you to heaven.
oh god. We're
Biblically accurate.
we're
that we
collecting
eat angels.
food groups over here. Who's gonna be the fruit and vegetable or grain person?
Milk.
She's milk, yeah. Dairy.
Well, two of us are dairy.
Yeah.
Mm,
You guys share a domain.
sure don't. Sam is everything else. Sam's
Yeah.
junk food. What am
So
I?
Yeah.
are we going
And
to the Leu Monk's meeting or the soup meeting?
Soup meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's soup time.
It's soup time.
Okay.
Soup time.
The
Okay.
Marceau dresses in like a fancy like charcoal gray suit with a top hat.
Okay.
Like over his chef hat. Because it just kind of deflates a little bit.
Okay.
And the top hat is very large. No, it's like it's like one of the floppy like a beret.
Oh.
Like a
Not the
beret.
ratatouille hat.
No.
Man, I was gonna ask if he's being ratatouille.
And he has like a very like fancy looking silk tie on, and he has his little
He thought
briefcase.
He's so excited.
He's so excited for this meeting.
Is the briefcase full of soup?
Yeah, it is absolutely 100% full of soup and test tube bottles on one side, and the other side is recipes
I love that.
and contract.
There's hope the soup doesn't leak onto the
It jingles a lot as you guys walk to
All
the
the
car.
tubes clinking
Yeah.
together.
And he's like, oh, it is, no, shake. It's fine. Okay.
Tell the difference sound-wise between broken glass and whole
It would
glass.
sound wet. Shake. Does it sound wet to you?
No.
Make a knowledge check.
What? I can't just
He's so frustrated.
That's 13 with hope.
Yeah, it doesn't sound wet. Sounds like glass. Not wet glass.
Okay.
You've heard wet glass once. The time that Cordelia touched the storm spire.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oops.
My nasty
Yeah.
wet glass.
Yeah, glove.
Man.
Yeah. There is a driver waiting to take you guys. He has his jacket, like the chef has his jacket over his arm. He's so like, are you ready? We are going to be the new face of food in the old city. Are you excited?
Yeah,
Why? Tell me, why is my soup so good?
because it's soup out of 10.
Super thin. You guys watch the car like drive off a cliff. No, I'm kidding.
Yet another
Oh.
person falls for Shiba's charm.
No, you guys drive toward the toward New Harbor. When you get there, you have a you're greeted at the gates of a large like circular like metallic building that looks like a can of tuna fish. And there's like they have like a receiving window that says like sardines over it. Like it's like they're fully like they're like living their best food life, like canned food life, you know? And it's like very much their whole thing. And they're like weirdly positive about the whole thing. Like the people that work there seem like happy.
Like they have a cafeteria, but it's all canned food.
yeah. There's like a weird 50s-ish sort of vibe
They're
going on.
drinking
Where
the
it's,
Kool-Aid.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Water cooler full of soup.
Yeah.
I know.
This is the Can Soup Company is the name of the company.
Mhm.
And you have a meeting with like a woman who's like she's a furball actually. And she is dressed kind of like hippie-ish. And she's like, "Hey, Shibble, it's so good to see you in person. It has been a lot of trouble to get a hold of you."
Yeah, my boss has my phone.
My boss encrypted my phone.
You said
Oh.
you.
Cordelia phrase?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to use your phone?
Yeah, she just helps.
She bends over and picks up a log. She opens it to a random page. Shibble, can you tell me what this says? You make a knowledge check.
Find out if Shibble can read in real time.
Okay. I can read, guys. Guys,
Gotta sound it out.
it's a 21 with hope. I can read.
On a 21 with hope, you see a very a complicated like delivery matrix like spilling down like various deliveries for like toward their production lines, etc. This is a very like well organized little food company that's sort of sincere. They're almost like doing the Vision and Codex version of food.
I just pictured this place as like Willy Wonka, but with soup.
Yeah, it's like
There's like a soup river and little Soupaloopas.
it's Soupy Santa or something, like Soupy Sally instead of Willy Wonka. Like there's just vibes. Everybody seems pretty like on board. The chef is dead silent the whole time.
Oh, he's scared.
No, he doesn't look scared. He looks angry. I think at one point he just sort of leans forward while you guys are talking and he's like, "They haven't asked me anything.
What?
They haven't asked me anything.
Oh,
Why not?"
well, allow me to introduce the mastermind behind the soup,
I think to introduce him, you need to know his name.
We know his name.
Chef Marceau.
Hello, I am Chef Marceau. Lovely to meet all of you. I have all of the recipes that this face will be placing upon the cans thereof. And then, and they seem uninterested in what he's saying. He looks a little crushed, like a can of tomatoes.
That's not good. Oh my God. Don't the dented cans have botulism or something?
Yeah.
Wipes a tear away. Oh, I'm sorry, Jibble. I should go.
No, you stay.
No, they don't care. They only see your amazing visage and all of the marketing opportunities that it represents.
But we're gonna market your soups. So you're gonna be in that meeting with me.
Make a presence check.
This is the other problem. Splitting the party is.
Both eyes well up with tears. No, it is. I all I would do is hold you back.
Oh, I need your soups.
But you can take all of my recipe.
No, I need you.
He hands you the whole briefcase. You have a contract in there. It will be the template to work from.
Marceau. What do I even say? I already failed the fucking presentation. This is the saddest thing that's happened to me.
Dad, you failed to make this super amazing show feel better.
Marceau,
Jibble,
you can't spell soup without you.
I'm please give it to Carissa. You have to. You have no choice.
You see a light turn on behind his eyes when you say that, and he's like, that is the name of the company. It is our company. You will share this name with me. We will be 2 out of 10, no soup without you.
I love it.
He grabs your hand, he holds it to his forehead, and he's like, I do not deserve this much concern from a person as famous as you. Thank you so much.
Just come to the meeting with me
Let's go to the meeting.
and make excellent soups.
Okay. You guys go to the meeting.
Okay.
This is
Esther.
Oh my god.
That like
Yeah.
one of the most emotionally poignant moments of the whole campaign so far.
Losing my shit.
He puts his hat back on.
Yeah, that's like the fifth most important person in my life.
Oh my god. You guys are led into the meeting with
Hippie Fearbog lady.
yeah, her name is I think it's a song.
It's
Like AICON.
okay.
And she's like, so my family's from Doc too. Just, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. And he's like, bonjour. And she's like, please, if you don't mind, can we have this meeting between just the parties involved?
We are all the parties involved.
Make a presence check with advantage.
You can do it.
Come on, Jeff. Okay.
I mean, it's already
I swear to God, I will
already
roll.
a 16 with hope. So
Go ahead.
do I even need to plus 5, 21 with hope?
A 21 with hope.
Mm-hmm.
An assistant runs in through a door on the side and is like, oh, musician, wait a second. I have, there's another name here, and hands a file folder over. And Ison takes it and is like, oh, you are the chef. Of course. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize these were your recipes. Okay, please take a seat. Yeah. So she's like, well, what I like to do is have absolute rights to all of your likeness
Uh-huh.
in perpetuity
Mm-hmm.
to sell all the soups that Mr. Marceau will develop for us. You will of course have the opportunity to sit in at every marketing meeting. And you'll have a veto in theory. If you don't like to do something that we want to do. We were already running some beta tests for a bunch of different lines. And she turns on like the screen, and you see just like you are like, there's like cans with your face like around it, implying that you're in the can. Like,
Like, that's like a 3D shimmel head.
yeah. There's a soup mug.
Cut to Cordelia in the office trying to text Shibble. Oh shoot, forgot to remind you, don't sign away your likeness. Shibble's phone beeps every 5 minutes. Oh well.
What is that? Is that a good bug? Kicks your bag. Kicks your phone. Yeah. I think there's a mug where you drink out of the horns.
Yes.
And like it, you can drink it out of either horn. And it's just like it's a soup mug.
Are there crazy straws?
They are the straws. Like the horns are the straws. So there's a cornucopia that's one of your horns, but it's just like it's a can of soup. So you can open a shibble. And she's like, so how are we feeling about these?
Ooh, they're like SpaghettiOs, but shaped like Shibble's head.
Shiblays.
Shibble.
Shiblays.
Shibble.
Shibos.
Shibbleetios.
No, we will have to break your contract with Kabibble. This is exclusive.
I can't do that.
No, we've already worked it out. The language is handled. We can get you out of the contract.
But what if I don't want to?
Oh. Okay. May I ask why?
I like Kabibble.
Do you know what Kabibble's made out of?
No,
That one does.
No one does.
but I like it.
It is demonstrably carcinogenic. Like
That's liquid.
90%.
I mean, like, so am I probably.
Oh, that's ridiculous. No, you're not. We had you tested immediately upon arrival.
For carcinogen?
No, for being carcinogenic.
Huh.
You see, like,
Like
little-
super loompa.
yeah.
Like-
Yeah.
Geiger counter.
He's like pulling the hair off your head, like,
Putting it in a tube,
and then pulling a guy counter up to it.
putting an LPH indicator in there.
Um,
I don't know. I'm pretty abnormal, even if I'm not carcinogenic.
okay.
I'm gonna tap her on the shoulder with a mentacle.
Huh? What?
Yeah, I did that.
What did you do?
Tap her again.
Okay. She scribbles something down on a piece of paper and slides it over to you. It's a phone number.
Uh-huh.
That's all.
If I had a phone. No, Cordelia has my phone.
I have
Yeah,
their phone.
Yeah.
I check Shibble's phone.
That's all. It's your message saying
Oh.
don't give away here like this opportunity.
Stupid Cordelia, you gotta give this back.
Yeah. She's like, sure, let's run this by everybody to see what we can work out. Now, would you be open to acquiring Kippen? It's not really on brand for us. But I mean, if you had it separately, then you could be a subsidiary of us. We could have our separate brands. We could co-market.
I don't know what these words mean. Write them down and I'll take them to someone who does.
She pulls out a sheet of paper. It is the official paper, like the printed out paper, where the printer is just the actual paper and not any ink or anything, you know? From episode
letterhead.
1, yeah. And she just like shoves it over to you. Marceau leans forward and says, let me take that, please. Thank you very much. And he looks at you and he says, we should only respond after we talk to what was her name? What was the advocate?
Velo.
Vilo.
I've been wanting to talk to her too.
That's smart.
Alden has your retainer. Okay.
I was just gonna ask Cordelia, but that's probably a better idea.
Miss Freist is terribly incompetent. I simply refuse to have my life hang on her shoulders any longer, which is why I would like to do this entire deal.
Okay.
Okay. He pinches your cheek. I think
Before we leave, though, would you like to taste Marceau's soup?
we would demand to have a full setting. No, that's like the next thing. We're taking you to a full meal. The entire C-suite. We don't really have C-suite here. There's a total of it does. Yeah. It's the CS suite. It's the canned food or canned soup suite.
Is it a smaller can-shaped building inside of the big?
No, it's a sunken living room that's a circle.
Going to the top.
A conversation pit.
A conversation pit. that has like the impression of fish on the floor.
Guys, why are we even playing this campaign if not
Yeah.
to do with Soompa Loompa?
I already wrote a Super Loompa verse.
Oh my God.
Arden and work for the soup factory.
There's a bunch of halflings there singing some songs. Yep.
Super.
They're mostly singing about like chicken dumplings.
Do you want me to?
Yes.
Super Loompa doopity-doo. We've got another contract for you. Super Loompa doopity image. We own exclusive rights to your image.
And yeah, they have a table. Like it's like a very lovely mid-century modern long dining room table that only has seats on one side. The chef hands the briefcase over, and there are waves of soup that come out. We could do this mechanically. I kind of like the idea of rolling
You want me
mechanically.
to roll for soup?
No, I
or
was gonna
for
roll.
soup?
I was gonna roll for impression on them that you could add to the roll.
Rolling for soup.
Rolling for soup.
Rolling for soup. Rolling for soup.
Rolling for soup's another band.
Yeah, yeah.
They're the arch enemies of the caddies.
No, I'm not gonna use this though.
Like, oh, those guys sold out.
They did the theme song for whoever is Disney.
So I'll do this as 5 courses.
Oh,
So-
okay. And what am I doing?
You can add like help to the roll, basically.
Okay, with what?
These are gonna be so the first soup is gonna be a breakfast soup.
Mm.
So it's a light porridge of rice and herring. And barley. So this is gonna be an an instinct roll.
Okay.
He got a 13.
Come on, Marcel.
Got
This is
a
the
9.
only game I want
A
to play
9.
from now on.
Okay. So with a 12,
With fear.
on a 12,
Economics.
Soup.
okay, welcome to Just Soup. It's just fucking soup, man. That's all we do here is soup. Okay, so first round of soup.
And every once in a while, a god wanders by and destroys part of the battery that we're running on the soup part.
And Cordelia isn't there.
5 rounds. Yeah,
Doesn't
5
want
courses.
her.
So we rolled for the first one.
Yeah. So you took them down by 1. These are DC. These are gonna be DC 14.
Okay.
So the first round doesn't go over well.
Can I spend it? Can I eat that to add 2?
Oh, you want to eat a second bowl?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, you absolutely can.
Added to
To your
the
the
impression.
roll.
what was yours?
What was I like a?
I don't know.
I thought it was a 9.
Yeah, I was like a 9. I think.
So yeah, it's a 14. So it doesn't do anything. So
But it's
you
DC
can.
14?
Yeah, it's DC. Yeah, 14. So 9 plus 2 is only 11.
What were you rolling for then?
So basically, this is helping, right? This is a help roll, and if you succeed, you add 1,
Oh, so I
and
didn't
if you
add any.
fail, you take 1 away.
Oh. Maybe don't say anything.
Help. It's my meeting. All right, second course.
Second course. Okay, so the first course, they're like, oh, what an odd and abrasive texture and flavor.
Or is it really a
Is
Vescarre
it supposed
thing?
to burn this much?
It's somehow both cold and warm.
Too hot,
It's gonna be instinct
too
every
cold, and never.
No,
just
each one's going
right.
to be a different stat.
time. Okay.
So the second round is going to be lunch soup.
Which is
Lunch soup is mostly a salad it's basically salsa.
It's not just
and the rolling tray.
No, lunch soup is salsa.
And the rolling tray.
Is going to be,
nuts for cutting up all the salsa.
this is going to be
Right?
knowledge.
Oh,
No, I'm sorry, instinct. This will be instinct.
Again.
Yeah. No, we just did, we do,
We just did
Yeah.
instinct.
we'll do knowledge then. We'll do
Okay.
knowledge.
Knowledge of salsa.
Yeah.
7 with fear.
You knock over 2 bowls of soup as they're being carried to the table. Your mentacle just swipes 2 of the Super Loopas away. And they go scattering across the floor.
I would need to be able to think about in this game more. That's let me watch.
Marceau stands up and is like, "Oh no, it's his soup. It's his soup." Not caring at all about the people who are covered in salsa now. But they do taste it and they're like, "Oh, that's actually quite tasty. Okay, no, that's good. I like that."
Soup out of 10, right?
I'd say more like 6 out of 10. But we'll work with what we got. It's a good starting point. You know, we want to have a whole menu to bring forward.
Mhm.
You know. All right. So next one is tea soup.
Well, you can't nail much soup. Like, I feel like that's one of the easier courses.
What about Lebanese soup?
Libby doesn't
the
have to
hard
roll
part,
at least
though.
6 times when her meeting with the big bad. Oh, that's expired. I'm gonna go out of my mind. Say that, Joy.
Yeah, we'll get
7 rolls for meeting about
I'm generating fears here.
trending soup.
The dice decided I'm not gonna be able to market my soup.
All right, so tea soup is mostly boba tea,
Okay.
right? Which Marceau's really good at.
Uh-huh.
So he's gonna get a D6 of advantage on this.
And I'm gonna
Represented with the silly straw glasses.
Yeah.
What trait is this?
This is gonna be presence because this is about the little balls, the little like as they pop into your
The
mouth, the little chewy balls. So
8 with fear. Keep rolling so bad. I've seen it happen every single time.
This is just like a nightmare, and then you're going to be like, "Oh no, I'm late for algebra class. I'm not wearing any gloves."
My teeth are falling out. And my shark habit.
I think you might lose one of your shark teeth in the soup. Yeah,
Somebody chokes on it. They're like,
yeah. I think what was it? Ason is like oh my. Pulls out a freaking hammerhead shark's tooth. And it's like there's a missing tooth on your helmet. And Marceau's like, "Why did you do that?"
I didn't do it on purpose.
Oh,
You're doing great.
Mom, dear.
You're doing great.
And as you say that, Ason is like, "Okay, so that aside, this was pretty good." So he passed on his roll.
Oh, good.
Um,
Nicole's really trying to bring him down here.
Listen to me. Maybe you don't market soups. Maybe you just have them open a little soup restaurant.
So next is dinner soup. And dinner soup. Okay, next is not dinner soup. Next is
Dessert soup first.
no. Next is barba soup.
First.
That's a soup idea.
Don't forget the soup de loop.
The soup de loop.
Well, people just
It's stuff.
Yeah,
Machina.
It's breakfast soup again.
we'll do breakfast soup. Yeah, no,
We figured out what this audience like.
So yeah,
I'm gonna propose a soup.
Soup supper.
Oh, you were gonna propose soup?
no. So there's.
Soup, salad, and breast stick, but all of them are soup.
Pitch.
Go ahead.
A soup that captures the essence of a Chili's Tripper Dipper.
Never soup.
Yes. Yes, because I'd be stupid not to.
So the broth is a mixture of 3 sauces,
Yes.
and then floating in 3 appetizers.
What are the sauces? What are the broth?
remember, I haven't been the children 3 times.
It's wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna say that it's like nacho cheese.
Guys, that's a 23 on the dice. The presume.
With fear.
4 a.m. of a marathon.
Okay, this is a strength check.
+3.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what triple liver soup is. There are two egg rolls,
It's a margarita floater.
a margarita floater, 3 entire chicken tenders, whole, and they're floating in a soup in a broth made of nacho cheese, chili, and sour cream, and that's the broth. And they're topped with entire chili peppers.
The Super Loompas are like, I don't know about this one.
It's heavy. It takes 2 Super Loompas.
That's why it's a hearty dinner soup.
And that's why it's a strength check.
Like the gum in Willy Wonka that's a bunch of meal.
Yes. Yeah. Esther died, you guys.
Bones of my brothers are missing.
William's not that missing.
14-year-olds are under the custody of lunatics.
One of them builds helicopters, though, so that's pretty cool.
At this moment, cheers erupt inside of the soup arena.
Is it wrong?
No, I don't need to roll. It is
Rolling on the 5th soup.
It is absolutely.
Transcendent.
It is
It's
fully.
stupendous.
This is stupendous. The episode is about Jehovah. Are you sure?
Where? Do you think environmental, like, it's environmental justice at
It is.
this point? While this is happening, do you see Supaloopa's fighting off Senator Hoover picking
Oh my
the background?
Oh my God, stupendous.
Just people drinking soup as the apocalypse happened behind them.
I broke myself.
Oh my God, I'm sweating. I'm laughing so hard I'm sweating. Okay. So
So it sounds like
yeah,
you are interested in Marceau's line of soup.
I am so interested that I think I might actually die.
That might be the shark tooth.
I feel faint. Yeah. I don't think we need to do round 5. I've never been more sold on a soup, and I invented almost every soup you've ever tasted,
This is
except for these.
where we take our Mr. Beast turn and market our own
Yeah.
kind of soup.
Yeah.
Schimmel is kind of
This is where we tell the audience that soup out of 10 is coming to a grocery store near you.
I'm literally crying so hard my eyeshadow is running, and it's glitter tears.
Oh my God.
Stupendous and mentacular.
That's what it says on the can. Stupendous. Mentacular. It comes.
So
It's sold at the supermarket.
Yes. Yeah,
But
that's
the
the.
commercials are like a Lucky Charms thing, but it's Shibble using the tentacles to
Yeah.
steal food.
To steal other people's ingredients.
well, how about you write up some sort of contract and we'll bring it to our people, right? Good.
They. Yeah. Yes, we will do that. We have. She like leans over. She's talking to one of the Super Loompas, and she's like, "We're gonna have to get rid of the entirety of Section 4. Just take whatever they have and put it in, okay?"
Should I write him a song about how we need to fire them?
No, we will deal with that later. The jaws of hell will handle that.
Oh, that's such a good idea. A soup-based warlock.
Oh my god, I'm sweating. I can't even read who wrote that.
It's Old Town
Oh
Phantom.
my god, my eyes.
Thank you, Old Town Phantom.
Ugh.
That is, if we ever do another one shot, someone will make a soup-based warlock.
Superman, sir.
Superman.
And with that,
Marceau.
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 Marceau is
counterpart Superman.
Marceau is in tears, but like in like stunned silent. My house is being free for the first time, and you
Like there was
Oh,
a
God, the
loop
super
for
dog.
soup, you'd be in it.
a soup,
No.
a sous vide.
Me?
Yeah, it is where you cook the soup in a bag. The sous vide with a P that is silent because it's doggies. Okay,
Okay.
okay. And find a pounds of dog liver fish. Anyway, I feel that I must pass away now.
Not Black Clear on.
How do you say, take a nap?
Ah, yeah.
I am very expired. Tired.
You've done very well today.
No, I could not have done it without you.
I could not have done it without you.
He like sobs and leans against you and he's
I
like,
will give him a hug.
oh. He just sort of gets squeezed. I don't like to touch, but thank you. It is okay. I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you.
We can work out the details of the contract later.
Yes. we have more important things
Yeah, we
to
have
do.
we have another meeting to go to, and it's not going to be a
The
meal.
only serious thing that was ever going to happen during this episode. You know,
You
not
have
me
any-
going to Hot Topic with her sister.
Not the soup man, not me and me catered with soup, please.
Oh my
I'm
god!
pretty sure he's just catered with whatever nonsense Leo Munson
Wait, drink. Fine.
I think as you guys are walking into your meeting, there's a there's a TV announcer like on one of the hollow screens, and the
Oh.
announcer is just like, "Wow, the new soup fad is really hitting Vescarre hard."
Good job, Shibble. I'm proud of you.
Oh, what's that? Actually, it'd be a stellar. Oh, that's true. A stellar
would
Beast Feast
be.
campaign. Yeah.
Oh,
that's clever. Oh, thank you.
Fans.
Thank you.
Does your RuPaul soundboard still work? Sticker.
Wait.
No.
Oh no, I hit the button. Oh no, wait, hold on. Oh. That's the sound.
Spit takes I narrowly avoided in the last 30 minutes.
Let's increase that number. Okay.
Thank you for becoming a subscriber.
Oh, hey. Oh
Wow.
my god.
Have fun at your meeting.
Would be serious. Gotta lock in. You are a serious actor.
I've been trying to think up consomme puns for a long time, and the only thing I can come up with is consummate.
Oh yeah, consummate. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's that'd be a good
Someone-
like consummate line for them.
Yeah.
Okay, so soup's on. So
Traditional wedding soup.
an untraditional, non-traditional wedding soup.
Soup's so good.
So we are gonna go to a meeting with you.
Very serious. Support me.
Does anybody else wish to attend this meeting?
I mean, I do it, but I don't think Cordelia wants for you at that.
Natasha can come, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Wait, but you're babysitting. Who's gonna
You're
take
right. I'm
care of the
babysitting. I
girls?
can't.
I mean, you could. It might be a power move to just have Tams in there.
You decide on
I
who you
think when the
want there.
meeting starts, I just walk in there with all of the other people.
With 100 people?
No, I'm not like the other people in the
Oh,
meeting.
the
Like
five.
the crowd of executives. It's one of them
Oh.
just Sam.
Yeah.
I do not acknowledge your existence, but I am grateful, I suppose. At least if I get murdered on my birthday, someone will witness it.
As you say that, the window of the hallway you're sitting in shatters. And
That
Liu
Lee Lux is
Monks
gonna like repel in.
repels in. Wow.
Did she like throw a flashbang in?
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah, she throws a flashbang. I need everybody to make a finesse reaction roll.
I'm really good at that.
No, agility reaction roll.
like, breach!
My floating eyes just there like, ooh, but I'm not.
You said finesse reaction?
Yeah, no, agility. Sorry.
Oh,
Agility.
agility, 20.
9.
9 and 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sam, you
Sam quietly takes much damage.
Sam choked on his soup.
take 8 points of damage. And are blinded as the flashbang goes off right at your feet.
In the chaos, I am casting Glyph of Nightfall on Leo Monks,
Oh.
which will lower her difficulty by 2 if it works.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm spending a hope to add Rebellious Streak to that. Oh, that's real bad. Okay, that's going to be a 7. Ways with hope, at least. Plus a 4, 11. Plus another 4. What is that?
15?
15. Plus 3, 18 with hope. I don't think that meets her DC, probably. But if it does, it reduces her DC by 2. I rolled real bad on those dice.
What was the total you got?
18 with hope.
That does that.
That hits?
That hits.
Okay, well, she doesn't
That's her
notice anything
difficulty.
happen, but her difficulty
I'll
is
tell
lowered
you.
to 16.
I
Okay.
rolled pretty well for my paradise and have used none of them. So if you need me to
Oh.
bump up a roll, I got you.
Awesome. I'm
Um,
continuing to not acknowledge your existence because I know acknowledging you would be bad in this moment.
You also have Sanct, a vial of Sanct.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
hoping we'll
Let's throw that back as well.
okay. So Sam, you're blinded for the moment.
I'm just like,
Yeah. Your ears, both of your ears are ringing. This is when Leo Monks like actually comes in and says, breach. Oh, hey, who knew? Haha. Didn't expect to find you here.
At the meeting you arranged?
We're still in the hallway. Haha.
Okay, let's go into office.
No, I think we're gonna walk and talk today.
Okay, come on, everybody.
Sam just walks in the other direction because he's so blind.
That's nobody.
That's Sam, but I think he's nobody too.
All right, let's
I
go.
heard that.
I don't care. Leo is there. And he's walking along. He's sort of wearing like a Mad Hatter hat.
Why?
You don't know.
He's talking.
14.
A little bit, yeah.
Leo, nice hat.
Thanks. She made me wear it. Ha ha ha.
Oh, wow. What a great choice.
What'd you say?
That's a fabulous hat you're having Leo wear.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Does it make you
Get
nervous?
Leo mixed up.
His hat?
Yes.
No.
Because it's 4 times too large for his head.
Why would that make me nervous?
I don't know.
If anything, it should make him nervous.
Why? Are you nervous, Leo? I'm not nervous, Leo. The hat like boom, falls down.
That's
Picks it up.
why.
I'm not nervous. No. He is covered in gunpowder.
Oh,
Like the black powder that's burned, you know,
from the flashbang.
from the flashbangs. Yeah.
I hand him my handkerchief.
You guys are walking and talking. How many people did you bring with you?
I didn't bring anyone with.
You didn't bring any of the kids with
No
you?
orphan posse?
Oh. Now that you say that, I brought a couple of orphans. I brought 2 orphans.
Okay. So Aaron and Anne with an E are both there.
All right.
So there's like, hey, we're tough. And Leo's like,
Aaron and Aaron with me.
Leo's like, who the hell are you guys? And they're like, shut up.
Yeah, they're hardened.
We're
criminals.
phrases.
Yeah, they are phrases.
You saying they're related to you?
No, just by.
Because I'll have them fucking killed.
No, don't have the orphans killed, Miss Monk.
They're
Hey,
orphans.
whoever said that?
They're adopted, okay,
The ground,
by
like,
several degrees of separation.
she hits the wall. The ground, like stairs, like appear out of the ground, like.
Oh, we're going into an abyss?
No.
Okay.
She walks down the stairs. You come in?
Yeah.
She walks into a hidden helipad.
Sam definitely tricked down the stairs. So cannot see.
The kids are right behind you, they're pointing at you and laughing openly. Leo is joining them. And yeah, you fall down like a flight of stairs.
Wait, so this helipad is in the middle of the building?
Yeah, it's not a helipad. What do you call it? A hangar,
Oh,
a plane hangar. Yep.
all right. Where are we going?
I have stuff to do,
Okay, let's
so
go.
I need your report. What happened to those 300 people?
What happened to 300 people?
Yeah.
You tell me. It didn't seem like there were any guards there when I asked.
Well, they showed up later.
Really?
Yeah.
Shouldn't they be there the whole time?
We just found out about it.
You. About what?
Those people were there.
You didn't put them there.
No,
But Metro said.
I don't know what Metro said.
Metro said they're. Oh, Miss Monks.
Pull a knife.
I
Are you fucking saying something about my friend Mitros? I don't have any fucking friends. You know that.
about
Chin up with her knife.
about your reports.
Yes.
I think they might be keeping things from you.
Pulls the knife back and bites it. It's chewing gum.
I think they might be keeping things from you.
Yeah.
Good. Benefir.
You gotta keep them hopping around, you know?
Yeah, sure.
She spits the chewing gum on the floor.
Okay.
Don't step in that.
I won't.
It's plastic explosive.
Sam steps in it.
That's the fear. It wasn't before that, but now it is. So yeah, make another agility saving throw. Or what do you call it? Agility check?
both of us.
Reaction roll, both of you, yes.
Next to it. It's 19.
17.
You both. No, you fail.
By how much?
1.
Okay, yeah, I'll spend it for dice stuff.
Okay.
Modius is like, nope.
Oh
Not
no.
today.
Not again.
You see
Rasmodius ain't doing shit. Right?
Leo throws up a shield in front of him, like with magic.
Oh.
And the kids behind him are protected from that.
Oh,
So
very nice.
like I said, you gotta keep them on their toes.
Yeah. That's a very.
So who's responsible for these 300 people? And where are they?
Who's responsible for
Yeah.
that? I mean, the rest of the
Is Metros responsible for them?
No, the rest of the C-suite told me I'm supposed to handle them.
And what'd you decide?
I'm gonna handle them.
What are you doing?
Fixing the phrase problem
I need to know what went wrong there.
with the phrase.
No, we know what went wrong there. It's the phrase.
with
The communications. Why didn't I know about this? What did Metros do?
as far as I know, the entire C-suite knew that these people were in a building.
So you're saying they're conspiring against me?
I'm not necessarily ascribing a motive to
Turns
them.
around. I knew it.
I'm just telling you what I have experienced.
I hope they're conspiring against me.
Right. Certainly seems like some of them might be, but I can't speak to their motivations.
How loyal are you, Ms. Freist?
To who?
Sam
Ardent.
just laughs.
Are you dying?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
He's got a
I'm
lot
starting
of
to
stuff
get my
going
vision back,
on.
kind of.
She's putting on gloves that are transparent.
Okay. Loyal.
They're like puffy but transparent.
Loyal to who?
To Auden. To me.
In what sense? Like emotionally loyal? Or
I
like,
don't give a fuck what you think emotionally.
okay. Because, like, I understand that you have my soul.
She's putting on
brand.
boots now that are transparent.
I understand.
These are basically swim.
Are we going
clothes.
underwater?
Maybe.
Okay. I understand you own my soul, okay?
Oh, I don't own your soul, Ms. Freist.
Then who does?
You, I presume.
Okay, I'm confused. Apparently, I misunderstood how soul
Look,
rings
Ms.
work.
Monks, you like adventure, right? Like, you like to be in on the
It's
action.
talking to me.
Sam, be quiet. Sam, be quiet. I can't vouch for you. You mean nothing to her. I'm sorry.
Guess not interested in an exciting adventure. But that's fine. That's your choice.
You can come on the exciting adventure.
No, I was offering Loyal Monks an exciting
A
adventure.
submarine
Oh.
appears out of the floor.
Wants to sell her on the expedition.
Oh, that is a very good idea, Sam.
So he can use ardent money.
And also make Leo months gone.
Lay you money on a boat.
On the Santa Cordelia. Sam wants to
There's
explore.
a submarine just appeared on the floor.
Great. Sam wants to explore the mystery sea. So if you're interested in that,
You want to go to the lake house, Sam?
no, he does
No.
not want to go to the lake
Not the
house.
Well,
lake
that's where we're
house.
going right now.
Oh, well.
Oh. Okay. Sam, you probably
All right, I'll
should
see you
leave.
later.
Yeah. Take the orphan.
Sorry. No. Nobody sees this Leia and lives to tell a tale.
Wait, lives to tell the tale.
You heard me.
But are you going to kill Cordelia too?
I don't know. You a person?
I think so. I don't know.
Question.
I don't.
Make a presence check.
I think I'm a person.
Azure was very confused about the state of my being, and so am I, when we were discussing the secrets of the universe. That is okay.
Bad.
It's real bad. 6 plus 4, plus 2, with hope at least. No, I already have full hope. 6 plus 4 was a 12 with hope.
Marcus Struss.
Yeah, I don't like the lake house.
Wait, what? Do we still have the DC discipline thing?
No, we don't. All of our DCs are 18.
But now they're 16.
Oh, now they're 16. That's true.
So if you
That is
have
true.
4,
Yeah, sure.
but we might want to save it if there are more.
And I have 7 more.
Oh, okay. So we can succeed that if you're cool.
Yeah.
All right, I succeed.
You succeed?
Yeah, with hope.
You succeed with hope. All right. Do you want to know how the soul print works?
I mean, yeah.
All right. Show you. Get in this submarine.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Get in the submarine. What floor are we on?
Like 100. A conveyor belt starts to move the submarine toward the edge of the bay.
Am I in the submarine at this point? I'm not.
No, the submarine's moving. You have to get into it.
Oh,
I
well,
don't want to.
you're gonna be killed if you don't. I'm in the submarine.
Okay, hold on.
Bring the orphans.
Leo yells, "Change places!"
Spending a stress
Okay.
to pull in voice of reason.
Oh.
You
Oh.
speak with unmatched power and authority. You have an advantage on action rolls to de-escalate violent situations.
This is
What are you going to say?
the second most violent situation that has happened
I'm
with Leo
just-
Monks.
I'm going to try to convince Layla Monks that I was more trouble than it's worth to try to take me out at this point, and that I can create more chaos for all of the other corps, and therefore create advantages for Ardent.
Make a presence roll.
Sam wants to be an independent contractor again.
Oh,
Do you have that reroll thing?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I'll give you 3 hope for that. There you go.
An invisible eye comes by and says, "Give it to my brother."
I'm sorry. I'm gonna be murdered and then reprinted probably after being Tower of
18
Terror off of this
with-
building.
18 with hope. That's success. That's a success.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So tell me what you say to her.
Because her difficulty is 16.
like- Look, the reason you're here, the reason you succeeded, is because Vescarre is in a state of turmoil right now. It's in a state of chaos. I am that chaos embodied. All you have to do is unleash me on the other corporations, and I'm way more valuable to you alive.
He's not wrong.
Tell it. I'll let it live.
Hey, Sam, you can leave. Thank you.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, you'll live. You can live. Thank you.
Okay, cool, bye.
I don't think you can leave. You
The-
can just live.
The submarine is moving forward slowly on a conveyor belt.
I'm not in the submarine, I think.
No.
I'm in the submarine.
She runs over to the submarine and she's like, "Are you getting in?
Yeah, I'm
All of you?
in.
All of you?"
No?
A voice behind you says, "I think you are."
Sam, it's okay.
Is there room for my orphans?
You turn around and Imogen is standing there. She says, "I think you better get in, Sam."
Okay.
And we're gonna end the session there.
We're about to get Tower of Terror.
So we're right
building.
to the edge and then the session.
Yeah.
My fear of heights.
Yeah, a literal cliffhanger.
Why is Imogen there?
She's
The Eidolon.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's the ardent
They're
Eidolon.
gonna like make me make their god or something with Imogen. Gross.
Oh, actually, there's a thing I want to do before I forgot to say this. Before we finish it, you get like a little impression
Mhm.
to check your pocket. There's some plain paper with some like a paintbrush written
Mhm.
like stuff in it. It's Imogen's handwriting, and it says, "Go along with anything I say. I have a plan."
I just kind of like look at her and I'm like nod. I don't know why.
So yeah, there we go. That's where we end the session.
You showed that to me.
Nadesh,
Or you...
this eye orb, floating eye, just sort of looks over the shoulder, looks directly into the camera. Like, oh shit!
Yeah, we have to make
Wah, wah.
because otherwise the Dutch does just be babysitting and two of them
Oh God, I feel so bad. I'm sorry.
are gonna be murdered.
Elizabeth, Brady
By
did
the
it.
way, my floating eye is falling down.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It works.
Can you
yeah.
send your float a guy off the edge of 100-story?
Yeah, you can go wherever. Literally.
Yeah, it's probably just kind of sitting tucked next to, like, behind one of you all the time.
I guess Sam's not gonna die.
We're gonna
I
go
mean,
to Nova
we'll
Humans real
see.
quick. We're just rolling right into
Yeah.
it. So
Okay.
Yeah.
everybody who has questions, if you have any questions, if you want to know any lore stuff or anything, let us know.
I have
We'll answer
questions.
questions. What questions do you have? Ask away.
You might receive.
So, where's my other brother?
You haven't seen him.
Maybe he's at the lake house. Maybe I'll find him when I get War
But
Crown.
think of it this way. If I hadn't acted and your brother would still have
Saw
a
them
helicopter,
there.
now he should be easier to find because he doesn't have a
Somebody saw
helicopter.
both of the brothers at the lake
Right,
house.
you
or,
guys
like,
know the helicopters. There's just
like,
why he's
weeks
with
ago.
Leoma.
I don't recall specifically.
It was Araminta.
He was not leaving.
Araminta saw all of the Arinzus at the lake house.
Oh, that makes sense. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that does make sense.
But my parents weren't there.
Three.
We'll bring him
Oh.
with us.
My parents were in Vex.
In my head canon,
Sure.
every time Nadej does not present with the rest of the group, that like maybe just eating breakfast or something, like one of them looks up out the window and one of your brothers is casually walking.
And like,
No, isn't that
there was something,
Canning, groceries.
something we were supposed to tell the Dasher, like, wait, remember.
For the record, I already have 2 HP marked, so
Oh,
I also picture like the floating eye lasting like 5 minutes in the soup meeting before Nadesh was like, absolutely not. Far too whimsical. I refuse.
How is it to be back in Vescarre?
amazing.
I don't know.
Really?
Carissa, how is it?
Oh, it's great.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What it is inside you that keeps you fundamentally on a different story.
I'm not trying. Shibble had no agenda. We've established this. Things just happen to me.
She
All right.
has a brogenda.
I work for Cordelia because she told me to. And then I have a chef because I have a chef. And then the chef wants to open a soup line with me. And I say, oh, okay, I'm going to soup eating. Can I enjoy some soup? What have I done wrong?
Every single one of us has lost family members. And you're like, no, soup maker. I'm going to dig deep inside myself as a character and as an actor to find a way to rally you so you can get your soup company off the ground.
Thank you, Angie. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. You're amazing.
I forgot to shout you out during the
Super.
during the stream. I did use some of the Fangs and
Oh,
Bells
thank you, Old Town
entries
Phantoms.
for the nun fight, sexy drag nun fight. So thank you for that.
Wait, I just tuned out and tuned back in at Sexy Drag Nun Fight. What?
I used some of the Etten stat blocks.
Oh, nice. Oh,
Aw.
hell yeah. Yeah.
Phantom says they just
Yeah.
happened to stumble across us and
Yeah.
they loved it. That is so sweet.
That's
thank
rad.
you.
Thank you so much. Really
You're
appreciate
happy
it.
to have
Welcome. Thank you.
Yes, we'll be here almost every Friday doing exactly this.
that.
Well, not exactly.
Pick a hard suit current.
Always be Super Loompa.
What if Shipple's presence like inherently destabilizing the like narrative thread of
Yeah.
I think it's
What if?
100%
Yeah.
accurate.
What if Shibble's Mentacles are like a way that the threads of reality are unwoven?
I think you implied at least once that the cult of personality about Shibble
It's
is
creating a
verging
god.
on
Religious.
idolize.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's verging on religion. It's verging on a fervor. So you are likely to become the focus of some
Well,
attention.
and
maybe.
at this point, Sam's primary motivation is just making Cordelia's life hard.
I'm so sad you're getting dragged to war crime hell with me.
I deserve it. Totally. I shouldn't have been in this meeting. I should hear it got quite funny.
Yeah, I let you guys choose. Are you happy that you stayed at the babysitting?
Well, I figured it was my only option because I had decided to babysit. Mentally I'm thinking about Vex's hot topic
teenagers.
outfits that you're gonna come home to find both
Yeah.
your sister and
You're just going to be like, well, the rest of your family all died, so now it's just me getting
Should we
to
Can we say that you make like a wire doll version of Cordelia?
Spider illusion on?
like
Yeah.
the like
Like
the
an
monkey
arbitrator?
Yeah, precisely.
wire doll,
Yes.
like a terry cloth Cordelia, and just
Yes.
I keep putting the food near the wire.
Yeah.
doll.
Yeah. Yeah.
The best part
They
Party
take
City, he
cooking
puts
to
some
the
fairy wings
warm
on it.
top.
Yes. Yeah.
He puts some Party City fairy wings on the wire doll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go, oh, I do that thing where the parents like never respond emotionally.
And like the rest of
The
us,
regular Mexican childhood.
the rest of us are just gone on this ship for months while you're just like hanging.
I'm building a soup empire.
Illusions, so suddenly it's like incredibly try to get them to walk across something that seems to them like a bottomless chasm. Just experiment after experiment.
No, I mean I didn't think it was an experiment. This was more like that way you can like leave the doll and then you can participate in the adventure without
Yeah,
being
I
worried that they're gonna wander
We
off.
are 19 and 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're
So-
very traumatized, 19 and 13.
Does therapy exist in Vescarre?
Yes,
Yeah, you
the-
leave the
wellness loop. You remember you got stuck in therapy jail.
Good therapy.
No.
Vescarre.
Okay.
Vex in therapy is you go to church.
Yeah, or they just berate you and tell you to solve your own
Or
problem.
you
Yeah.
drink
Also, there's vodka
tea and
milk.
alcohol.
Yeah.
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 What was the Vex and hot topic again? What was
Age appropriate emotional development.
Teenage development or something like
Yeah,
that.
something like proper teenage development.
Yeah.
Teenage rebellion, but within acceptable boundaries.
Yes.
acceptable rebellion?
But Sarah, the things that Shibble has gotten with their manticles, just the number of spells that I do have that only slightly approximate a fighter who just happens to drink. You have fire breath. You have kind of a low range invisible servant. You have like distractions with the manticles. You can read people's minds sometimes with
From
manticles.
doing a demonstrably wrong decision.
Yeah.
And critting on it.
It was
Toxic
just
garbage
me
water.
daring you to do it.
Yeah,
Just
that's true.
because it was funny.
If it weren't a crit, you would have probably died.
I made Shibble as a warrior because I don't like playing spellcasters. And now I'm the most magical player on the team.
You're picking up little divine traits here and there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I don't like when you use that word.
Who will be your eidolon, or are you the eidolon of yourself? And there's an even grander shibble.
You
the
asked such
shibble
an
god.
interesting question about the metaphysics of God birth.
Behind every
You see-
shibble is a greater godlike shibble. Two shibbles.
Well, and behind that shibble is the row of tiny shibbles that we decided that mysteriously appeared with shibble.
And behind those shibbles is the Vexen shibble.
God. Sam, can we say I slipped you my stack of contracts, including my own, before we boarded the submarine?
The ones I can't read.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just want them safe.
Yep. I don't know how much safer they are with me than you, but
Well,
sure.
she said she'd let you live.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be living.
Yeah, but I don't think you can die.
Temporarily, I can.
Yeah.
I bet it will hurt a whole lot. Also, like, there are ways they can kill you that would destroy anything on your person.
True.
So I bet I give you my belongings.
That was insane.
I hand some of them to the orphans for safety.
I owe you an apology for not having you in more scenes. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
It's not how I expected it to
Do not
go.
apologize to me for not giving me the scenes. Apologize to me for the entire soup. I don't care if I never speak a word, but you don't ever put me through that again. Not ever.
I mean, what was on the docket for today?
And then you decided what flavors they were, and then you rolled for each, and then you rolled for each, and then you had multiple soup habitats. And the soup corporation that you decided existed.
Yeah, it is my fault.
World building.
This is my fault. I fully take responsibility. My face hurts from laughing so hard.
Side campaign.
Yeah.
We can do this as one of the what do you call them? It could be a good screenshot. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be like each of us gets a golden ticket to go to the soup factory.
Wait, so we're all really batty children?
Exactly.
Golden spoon.
Yeah.
Soompa Loompa.
It's the label on the can.
I
Oh, no,
will
they're
build
bags
my
of soup,
soup
aren't they?
empire, and I shall become the
I
supreme
think she's willing
leader.
to make the jump.
It's that one.
Please.
That supreme leader.
Oh man, my face hurts.
So we were supposed to do something with Joe Hoover.
Oh yeah. So
We just hang out and these gods are just practicing what we
Jehovah who?
I was there when he asked you what the title would be.
Yeah.
You were like, you said something like all about Hoover. You said, me too.
oh my god, we have two great offers in the chat. I'm no Superman.
Oh,
And tickets to the Super Bowl.
tickets.
The Super Bowl should definitely be.
That's Shibble. Shibble has been. That's one of their duties in the contract is hosting the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Which is like a mix of contact sport and chopped.
What? He's chasing a ball with knives.
And then when
Yeah,
you
but-
like you have the ingredients and you're trying to pass them forward.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
putting them.
Oh my god.
Can I see the chat right now? It's so good.
Every
chat
time I roll
is-
a 7 on the dice.
Absolutely cooking.
Get it. Yeah.
Wow.
It's like I need to get them in the submarine before we leave, or else the whole episode will have been about soup.
Literally. So what I expected to happen this episode was none of that. Was the
Do it.
no, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. You did not. No, I just I expected this to be we basically cut back to like you guys at the beginning of the day on.
Jesus Christ, superstar!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Please continue.
And then they're gonna eat me.
Continue. I'm so sorry.
Oh my
I
god.
was going to say that the Pope and their communion is just a spoonful of soup.
Oh my god, a spoonful of soup keeps the vexing god
Okay,
away.
wait. So what you expected? Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah. What is that? She did the recap. She's thinking about.
Oh, God.
Fine. Okay.
Okay.
Mentioning about was
To be about the combat between the gods and the after effects on the city.
uh,
And
got the broken train.
yeah, that was one of them. Yeah, that's true.
No monorail. Very sad.
My face hurts so bad. And then to have the interaction with Imogen,
Yeah.
and then to travel to the lake house, and have some lore dumping, and setting up some what do you call it? Some stakes for
Mm.
your job with respect to
So
the.
at the end, you were like, "You're going to the lake house, damn it!"
So this is like you gotta stop just thinking you can do whatever you want.
Well, I need to establish that she wants to know who these 300 people are, and she also has no idea that they're already there with her. She doesn't know that the 300 people include like some of the orphans. That's why I was like, "Did you bring any of the orphans?" Because she's fully disengaged from the world.
Yeah.
So
He was busy work. This submarine thing took a lot of work and attention, and it really distracted from the rest of her job.
really is evil Jaime. She was like, I got to get something done. What we're going to do is we're going to make a fun submarine, and we're going to roll for each submarine.
Like you say, like you see, like
And I'm going to describe every single submarine.
Layla on Wallander, and there's a conflicting meeting between submarine design session and the phrase problem. It's like, well, obviously, I'm going to the submarine.
oh my god.
I'm gonna have to roll 7 reaction rolls on the drop down to see how many stress I take.
Oh my god, Superman! Yeah, my glasses are fogging up, like literally.
But that was
Oh my god.
okay. I'm going to say this again. Don't ever do that to me. But that was perfect. You set up emotional stake. You really had Carissa engaged in NPC in a way that made the entire table move. You made it funny. You had up mechanics. You had a fully fleshed out world. You just made a submarine.
That's why we walked and talked. There was a time.
There wasn't
meeting
time.
And then go to the
Yeah,
submarine.
no, there was. I literally had to like. I was just like, whatever. She's crazy. She made like stairs to the basement.
More question. Oh, we are in the basement.
No, you're not. No, I mean stairs downstairs.
Oh,
Like,
so we are still
Wouldn't it have been-
rocketing off of the 100th
Wouldn't it have been
floor.
easier to just put the submarine on the first floor?
Oh yeah, but that's not how landmarks works. Is there a person at Ardent whose entire job it is to repair a window after Leo Monks blasts through it like the Kool-Aid man?
I think that she makes Leo do that.
Like I just pictured like as soon as she breaks through, like a team of like 10 people coming, or like a pit crew like disassembling the window and like.
Yeah,
Oh my
poor
God.
Leo having to come into the lake.
I am sweating, you guys. I'm actually sweating. This is insane. Oh my god. Yeah, so there was gonna be like a lot of tension
Well,
and stake setting
well, we'll do it next week.
and some lore and some conflict.
Still the best birthday ever. I got 2 birthday presents.
Yeah.
Shibble.
Yeah.
Present
And then
for you.
I'm present from
Dracula.
Elena, which is really interesting. I feel like it might be a threat. I don't know. From Katarina.
The chef was gonna bring you your cake after the meeting.
Oh,
Now you're going
wait, you're gonna come back and I'm just gonna be gone.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Who am I lighting these candles for?
And Shibble's gonna realize they failed their mission.
Shibboleth's gonna show up to work tomorrow and be like, wait, what am I supposed to do here?
Where's
If your boss doesn't show up in 15 minutes, you'll have to leave.
just leave?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So I hope that answered a lot of questions.
Stew can be made with steak. That is true. I do love a good beef stew.
Does chat have any questions for
Yeah,
us?
do you guys have any questions for us?
You are part of this.
I'll tell you
too.
what. If you roll, I'll roll for you, and if you crit, I'll answer any question.
Oh, chat, please.
This only applies to chat.
Chat,
I want to know where
Oh.
Azure is.
Yeah, maybe she's at the lake house. Oh, Will asks, what is this game about?
Soup.
Not usually.
I think that's conflicting answers. We
Wait.
should.
We interrupted our regularly scheduled
No,
program.
I can do this.
Soup.
I can do this. Will? So this is kind of like a futuristic world. Think 80s, but also the future.
Cyberpunk, magopunk.
Cyberpunk, but the all the technology is fueled by a spell grid. The spell grid has been thrown out of whack. It is this city kind of state is called Vescarre, and it is ruled by the megacorps,
Yeah.
something like that.
Think like robber barons.
Also,
Yes.
something happened recently where if enough people believe in something, it manifests as a kaiju god.
Well, it manifests. We had the sky pie,
Yeah, the sky guys.
and various folk tales are coming to life. But we figured out that certain corporations, if they get powerful enough, if they kind of engage with their like employees and followers, can bring forth gods that then work in their interests. And in theory, we should be stopping this. But
Busy with soup.
We're busy with soup and just
What are you
spending
gonna
money on frivolous things because we, for once in our life, have a little bit of power.
Yeah, Sam got Venmoed $11 million from God, so he's doing great.
And Cordelia solved an evil puzzle to basically own Amazon. So
Yeah.
Cordelia's a Nepo baby who was disowned and then fought her way back.
Nadesh is a drug dealer.
Nadeshda is an extremely
Small
religious
business
drug
owner.
dealer with a religion that keeps God out of your business. And doesn't that look like a smartphone?
Yeah.
And Shibble,
we don't know what Shibble like.
Sybil
soup.
like soup.
that one defeats me, I gotta say.
Shibble's a bro.
Shib-
We didn't
yeah.
even talk about the fungrels.
Oh, yeah.
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 Also, there's fun.
So there's like no
Also-
fungrels in Vescarre.
Yeah,
That's
that's
actually
fine.
the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. We always do forget about that fire.
Yeah.
So it turns out there was like some fungal genocide or something, but
But some of them
Attempted.
escaped to another dimension.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Libby's other character exploded 40,000 people and herself.
Yeah.
Which canonically I decided was just happened by actual Libby.
Which provided an opening for the remaining fungals to escape. So
And kind of closed it off behind them.
yeah.
Well, the genocide was avoided. There wasn't quite a. It was more of a
Like a-
an exodus.
Yeah, they left.
Yeah.
They were able to escape, but now they live on another plane of existence. And honestly, they're doing great.
Yeah, it is a
There-
really good summary. It was a very good summary.
Well,
We did leave the front door open, but in a way that might have meant that their universe gets destroyed. It's unclear.
but guess what? They have public health care, and Vescarre has no health care.
And really interesting
winning.
erotica.
Yeah, they're very sexually liberated.
That is true. That
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fungals and all. And they live in a really cool like world that has like sand art for sand.
Yeah,
Horses
and actual horses.
and meat moths.
And moths made of deli meat that are the size of a football field.
It's a good game.
Yeah,
there's a lot. There's
Yeah.
how many hours on YouTube?
I don't know the
I think they've
answer
gone for
actually.
about a
There's
year, right?
27 episodes
Times roughly
times
3
about
hours.
3.5, I'd say.
So like almost 75 hours.
Yeah.
Start binging.
Yeah. And
It's
Sybil
hard
is a
now.
furbolg who
Hello,
has a
friends.
pro philosophy,
Yes.
a golden heart, and fails
Many
forward
ways.
and upward and sideways and into other planes of existence.
And I have no ulterior motives or
No.
hidden agendas.
And-
I help the people around me.
Shibboleth's fur turned into a star pattern when they drank river water.
And
Yeah,
then,
I'm
got
canonically
They
made
got
of star
manticles.
stuff now.
And
yeah.
this
and
is
I'm
very
telekinetic.
important. Almost nobody in this world can drive.
Yeah.
It's apparently.
It's a very small group of people who have had the both access to vehicles and also time to learn how to drive.
Aaron with an E will get there.
Yeah, eventually.
Not if he doesn't go to driving school.
He's not going to driving school.
Yeah.
Not if he's coming to Lake House.
School's for idiots, nerds. I'm gonna sell candy on the street.
Yeah, helicopters are especially dangerous in this world.
How would you say they're sexually liberated? In the way that they're very cool with things and are just sort of chill people. That's how they're sexually liberated.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is a driving school. I own it right now, in theory.
In theory.
Mostly because everyone else in your entire extended family and maybe a few hundred people. So
We are gonna have like a wiki
yeah.
up soon.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
I have
We
my
do have an
notes.
Obsidian. We just don't.
Yeah, I have it in Obsidian. I just can't give them everything because it has all the stuff. Not all of it, but a lot of it. So.
How is the driving school run? Through very intense, scary practices that Cordelia would like to change, but that's not her priority right now.
That's so far down the list.
Yeah.
This is, what did you say? This is like the 5th most important person in my life.
I'm a chef.
Now, so
Are you still reading questions?
Yeah, those were.
Can one of you ask, where's Nadezhda's family? Because
Right on it.
Nadezhda established a very close,
Yeah.
fun family in the first 3 episodes.
When you say
after which
Nadezhda's-
they were kidnapped, and all of them are still gone.
Nadezhda's parents are back in Vex,
Mhm.
the mother country, the other side of the planet.
A
And
very sad land.
her brother,
and gross.
Actually, it looks pretty
There's a lot
good
of
compared to
gross milk
Vescarre.
stuff going on there.
Yeah, you
it's really gross.
skip the milk stuff.
There's a milk spa,
Disagree.
Milk elementals.
milk elementals. It's pretty gross. There's a whole cottage cheese thing, like as in they hung out in a lot of cottage cheese for a while.
Yeah.
Like 3 episodes.
Yeah, it was a really long time. But her brothers are, one of them's kidnapped by a guy named
Nico Laterre.
who is like an undying sorcerer, and the other one is kidnapped by the CEO of Ardent, Leo Monks.
He's the guy in the top hat.
Yeah, he was the guy wearing the top hat.
And Livy's brother died in a helicopter crash, which just goes to show you how dangerous helicopters are.
Yeah.
But that was a magic helicopter.
That's why it fell out of the sky. No,
Oh,
the one that Leo built is
Well, the old ones were all magic.
Runs
Yeah.
on
Made
river
an
water that gives you
analog
mental or
helicopter.
kills you.
We were in
thanks,
the
David
nuts.
Flynn.
Oh yeah, thank you. We appreciate it. Yeah, please feel free to ask any questions.
We're still on an ad. They can't hear any.
No,
of
that's
it.
fine. They can hear. I don't see the ad. Why don't I see
Really?
yeah. Oh, because it's my account.
Yeah,
By my account, I mean I'm logged into our channel.
I think because I'm subbed, I don't see them.
Yeah.
Wow.
wow, fancy.
Yeah, I forget who gifted my account a sub, but
I
I
got
did.
gifted a sub
I
to
did, yeah.
some random count I've never heard of from somebody I've never heard of.
Really?
So I
just-
must have come up in some search.
I just use my Prime one because you get a free one.
Yeah, yeah.
If you book Prime.
Okay. Are we still in
30 more seconds.
30 more seconds.
I think
Yeah, I
it's
think we're-
10:30.
Make
But we
that
need to at least
money.
say goodbye to the people.
Yeah.
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 We can't just
There's
just
just
sit during
was
the
on
ad.
the
And
ad.
then
There's
you should,
so
we
many
should
of
try to
them.
rate somebody.
How
to
many
be-
are there?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think like
Figured out for rich people.
I really think it's Flash Raid.
Yeah, it is. It is Raid. Who's up? Who's on right now?
You know, 15, maybe 20.
That's pretty good. Even if
Unique
4
user.
of them are us.
yeah.
Oh, David Flame is subbed so they can hear us. Maybe? I don't
Oh,
know. I see a star. And fans
thank
can
you.
hear us too. Okay, we're back for everybody.
We
We're
are
back.
no more ad.
Let's look up.
I'm glad at least some people could hear us.
There's another Daggerheart channel.
Oh, to
live
raid?
right now. There's 2.
Yeah, go raid them. Oh, Will, we're about to raid.
Yeah, we're about
But
to raid.
welcome back.
Should
We
we
gotta
do?
stop like counting these coins. Scrooge McDuck over here.
Yeah, let's raid Raytog.
Ooh,
Um,
yay, Daggerheart.
Oh wait.
I got it. I can do it from here.
Oh.
I got it.
I don't remember how to spell that word.
I'm gonna sleep so well
It
tonight.
is RAET.
I have no thoughts nor feelings left.
All right, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a good day. And have you met Drew Hoover today?
No, we haven't.
No.
Good luck and good soup.
Good luck and good soup.
I'm so glad Will joined. Will is so good
Oh,
at the
it's so
chat.
funny.
His pun game is
Top tier.
Are we
Are we out?
rating?
We are,
No, we
not,
already
we are
rated.
not actually out. We are still here.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I don't know why it didn't work.
It's showing like a little progress bar. I guess.
Yeah.
It is? Where?
So it's for me, if you look at the,
It asked
it's,
me
it's
to
showing
leave.
like rating.
No,
Oh, wait. It says
definitely
raid
here.
now.
Yeah.
There's like a button that
Okay,
comes up.
okay, it just switched over.
Raid, raid.
A button
All
came
right,
up.
bye. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I
I'm
think
still
you
not
just...
out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they have a really cool raid graphic where like a little like Viking ship shows up and it says raid.
Oh, cute. Are we still on?
No, I'm pretty sure we're not.
No, we're not. I'm looking at the raid. I can't. Oh, I have it open twice.
The raid?
Oh wait.
No, Dave of Flav.
Dave of Flav.
Subscribe.
Dragon. That's what that's what
Yeah, we're still live.
We are literally still here.
What? But I'm looking crazy.
I'm literally watching us right now.
So is this.
Can you just stop it on OBS?
We're really good at this. We've been doing this for a year.
Thank you for the sub, Dave.
I really appreciate